Let me adjust this here, friends. Let me jump into my secondary device. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me, no matter where you're at. If you do not see a live box up in the corner over here, then this is a replay and you have missed me, guys. So be mindful. Be mindful if you caught me live or on the replay. I appreciate you tuning in. Hey, Danielle. Hi, Samuel Harris. Hello, guys. Let me jump into my secondary here. All right. I like this better. Yes, much better, right? The other way was all crazy. Hi. Hello, friends. Thank you for tuning in. Am I glitchy? Am I freezing? What's going on? Hi, Jenny. You guys let me know how things are going because it seems a little bit glitchy. Boy, I got such a lag here. All right. Hi, Terry. Aw, Danielle. Oh man, look how long it's been. See how long my freaking hair is? It's been quite some time since you guys have seen me live. You have no idea. I don't want to say it. I've been sick. I was sick for most of January. Like, oh my goodness. And I'm barely starting to kind of feel better. Please. And I'm glad to be here with you guys. So I've got some guaranteed options here. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. I've got some guaranteed options as far as tarot tonight. Let's see what I have. It should be in your description box. It's also the ticker down here on the bottom. So I am going to be doing tarot tonight. This is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss, I vape. This is a nicotine vape. I apologize if it offends anybody, but if you're easily offended, what the hell are you doing watching me, to be completely honest? Thank you for the prayers. I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Now, I will be doing tarot tonight. I have a 3-card past, present, future, $15. 7-card what the fuck for $25. An 11-card relationship clarity spread for $35, and ask anything or specific request for $40. I know that the price has gone up a touch, but you know, inflation is real everywhere you go. You can't see the comments. Okay. I don't know why, sweetheart. If you're tuning in on my page, I know I've got 11 viewers there. I see the comments. And look at that. I've got YouTubers. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for tuning in on YouTube. That's totally awesome. So those are my options today for guaranteed. If you want something guaranteed on this broadcast, yeah, inflation is real. And to be honest, if I talk for too long, I start losing my voice. So I'm really doing my best to show up and be of service. And I will pull a couple of cards for some folks here and there as I'm able to. But if you would like to guarantee yourself a reading on this broadcast, you can make the donation for whatever spread that you like. That's weird. For whatever spread that you like, you can make that donation to Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal at Spirit Speaks to Me, and then put donated all in caps with the amount into the comments so that I can add you to the guaranteed list and make sure that I do not miss anybody. That's what I'm up to today. Also, if you're sending, I don't know if you can send stars. I don't know if you guys can send stars on this broadcast. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm glad. I don't know. See, I'm using Restream again, and it seems like I'm having an issue. Seems like I might be having an issue. But I appreciate you guys tuning in with me. You can. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Appreciate that. Appreciate you guys. So that's what I'm up to today. I have been under the weather, but I needed to show my face so everyone knows that I'm still alive. Oh, look at this. Uh-huh. Look at that. There's a whole nother medium right here. Hold on a minute. Here we go. Took care of that. Reload. I don't know if I should do that. Oh, thank you for the stars, sweetheart. Thank you, Sherry Copeland, for the stars. Look, you guys can see that error because I just blocked that scammer. So you guys should be drawn to your reader. No one should ever be reaching out to you. That is suspicious if I've ever seen it. So make sure that you protect yourself and do not, hold on. And from page. There we go. Confirm. Do not jump for anything like that. You should be drawn to your reader, not the other way around. Oh boy. Samuel Harris, you want a tarot reading? Samuel, I'm going to give you a past, present, and future. Now, I want you guys to know that I'm aligned with love and light and God. And my process is to ask your higher self to step into your reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. And I don't know why the comments are frozen on the screen. Maybe you're not commenting. But I'm here of the greatest and highest good of you guys. You know what I mean? Let's dive in with this. Samuel, I'm going to shuffle my deck. I'm using my Light Seers Tarot here. So Samuel Harris, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Thank you for joining me. How is your mother? How is your family? It's been quite some time since I've seen you on the broadcast, but then again, I haven't been broadcasting. Let's see. I know it's Monday. It's not my regular time. It's not my regular day. And I've been out for quite some time. So I wanted to show my face. Hello. I'm all right. How are you doing? So for Samuel, past, present, future. Samuel. Yeah, absolutely, dear. Absolutely. Hold on a minute. Let's just do this. I was going to do guaranteed readings on the broadcast. Where is it? You can pay, see the ticker down here on the bottom? Cash App, Spirit Speaks to Me, PayPal or Venmo, Spirit Speaks to Me. You make your donation for whatever spread that you choose, and then you put donated all in caps with the amount, and make sure I see your comment so that I can add you to the guaranteed list. The $40 option is for a specific request. Specific question, something that's not just a regular tarot spread that I'm offering. Otherwise, I've got 3 spreads available. Samuel, are you still here? And I'm not sure how. Hi, Diana. So glad to see you, sweetheart. Samuel, are you here? There's a delay in the comments, but if you're not here, the guaranteed options are going along the bottom here. 3-card past, present, and future for $15. A 7-card what the fuck tarot spread for $25. An 11-card relationship clarity spread for $35, or ask anything else specific request for $40. That's my price options for guaranteed readings on this broadcast today right now. That's what I have for you guys. If not, I will read as drawn by spirit. And Samuel, I don't see you here, honey. So I'm going to disconnect from your energy. Everybody else don't need to hear all your business. I thank you guys for tuning in with me. Oh boy, I feel like I'm going to sneeze now. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Oh man. Hi, Melissa Rubolino. Hi, Sherry Copeland, you sweetheart. How you doing, Sherry? So good to see you, dear. How about if I just pull a few quick cards for you guys? What do you think? Oh, honey, you ain't seen nothing yet. Usually my energy is pretty good. Really? You're having trouble with Cash App? Spirit Speaks the number 2 me. Spirit Speaks to me. That's my Cash App. Yes. Yeah, up on the screen. I'm streaming on YouTube as well. So you can see up on the screen here, like Danielle, you have a little Facebook badge because you're viewing me on Facebook, but then some people have the YouTube badge because they're viewing me on my YouTube channel. And thank you for the stars, Leslie. Super awesome. Thank you for that. I appreciate you, dear. All the stars add up, and I do receive 1 penny per star that is sent to me through Facebook on the broadcast. And this month, I believe I'm going to do something a little different, a little special. So my top star sender is going to get a special package mailed to them. I've got some things in mind. I would like to bless someone. I would like to bless someone with a special something, because I do make some spiritual trinkets with like crystals and stuff. I do chakra alignment pods, and I was thinking about making one of those and sending it with a card deck to my top star sender for the month of February. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So if you want to connect with me on Facebook, I'm at Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi. And if you want to connect with me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, youtube.com/Spirit Speak Psychic Medium. Yes, Gail. I see that, Gail. Gail, I'm going to go ahead and dive in for you, darling. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Gail. Gail. Gail Rivers, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. Oh, wow, Gail. I've got goosebumps from head to toe right now for you. And thank you. Thank you for your donation for Gail. 1, past, present, future. Yes. Hi, Gypsy. You sweetheart. So glad to see you. I'm going to put my phone here and I'm going to get rid of this. There we go. All right, Gail. Hold on a minute, guys. Gail. All right, Gail. So I'm telling you what, I'm sitting in your energy and I got goosebumps, girl. Your energy feels great. I feel like the brighter path is ahead of you, okay? If you will. Give me just one moment. Oh boy, I know I'm a little scattered. I'm sorry. I really feel like the steps that you're going to take are so much more exciting and going to be so much more fruitful and beneficial than what you've experienced thus far. Although I do feel like you've been in pretty good spaces as of late. So in the past position, you have the 9 of Cups here, and the 9 of Cups is about feeling content and satisfied within yourself. This is not a partnership card. You may be single, you may not be, but you could be. And this is about like being okay with this, you know what I mean? Feeling good about yourself, uh being content with the situation that you've been in so far. This is in the past position, so let's talk about your present energy. You have the major arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Now, the Emperor is a bit more solitary. Okay, I'll say this right now. The Emperor, let me click into the chat here. Gina. Oh, hi, Gina. Gina's my moderator, and you can see her comments right up here on the screen. Wait, no, up here. And so she might help us out with some tidbits and whatnot. Thank you for joining us again, Michaela. So glad to have you. No worries. Yes, Leslie, that's perfect. I am available for limited sessions at this time. I've only put myself, because you guys, I told you I've been sick, so I've only got availability for 30-minute sessions, and the price is $60. But if you use discount code ROSE5, ROSEFIVE, you can save $5 off of that booking with me. The booking link is around here somewhere. It's in the description box if you're on Facebook. Hold on a minute. Oh, here we go. And it's right down here. Boop, boop, boop. spiritspeaks.as.me. That's my booking link, or my book now button on Facebook. So I'm only available for 30-minute sessions. You can use discount code, like I said, ROSE5, all spelled out, ROSEFIVE. And that would save you $5 off of a booking with me. All of my sessions are virtual via Zoom or telephone call. And with Zoom, you get a recorded digital copy of your session afterwards to watch again if you'd like to, take notes then, whatever, share with someone else, whatever you want to do with it. I don't care. Okay. So yes, Leslie, that sounds great. Have a great work call. I love you, darling. Thank you for the love. I need it. I need it. Okay, so Gail, let's talk about this. You've been content and satisfied within yourself. Maybe you're ready for a partner or a deepening in your partnership. Okay, regardless, current energy, major arcana card number 4, the Emperor. Okay, so this is about kind of being detached from your environment just a little bit. Okay, and leading others by example. The Emperor doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. Okay, the Emperor has a it's not even like he has a plan. It's like he's just watching his life go great. You know what I mean? He's watching the fruits of his labor, but he doesn't put people down. Okay, Gail, this is lovely energy to have. What it makes me want to tell you, what your spirit team wants me to tell you, is even if you feel like no one is watching you, or I don't know, this is about you being seen. Okay, and being the leader with integrity that you know yourself to be, even if you don't feel like a leader. Okay, even if you don't feel like you're a leader, there are people who witness you and see how you maneuver life, and go, wow, look at Gail, she's doing some things. How do I do that? Look how gracefully she's handling this or that. That's how I want to direct my life as well. So, Gail, I see you being a peaceful person. I see you somewhat, I say detached a little bit. I feel like you found your happiness within yourself, and now you're coming up with a plan. So, in the future position, Knight of Swords here. This is about the vision. Okay, so the Emperor is just sitting and chilling. He's not tripping on drama. He's not tripping on people. He's not tripping on, anything. Mm, I feel like you're not getting drawn in. You're really, having good boundaries, and I feel like maybe you've cut some things out of your life that used to pull you down, and now you're holding space for better, Gail. So, this in the future position, Knight of Swords, this is about having a vision. Okay, this is where I want to go. This is what I want to do. I'd really like to be here in life. I'm still here. What are the steps to take to get there? Okay. And you're running full force towards that. You are running with bravery and courage. Now, Gail, I want to say this. As I say this, oh man, I'm feeling those tingles again that are pulling me in this beautiful direction. And I want to say this. Yeah, you might be nervous. All right. Yeah, you might be a little, have some nerves about something, a little squeamish, uncertain, feel vulnerable, feel, ill-equipped or new or whatnot. But I'm telling you what, girl, anybody who has ever achieved anything worth a damn has not been unafraid. You do it in the face of fear, in the face of the uncertainty, in the face of feeling like, oh my gosh, can I even do this? And then you do it and you're like, whoa, look at me. I pulled up my bootstraps and I handled that stuff, and look where I am now. This is in your future position. So I feel like you've had a lot of healing in the past. You've really healed yourself. You've cut away things that don't serve you. You're sitting in a space where, okay, well, now what do I want? Life's good, but it could be better, Gail. You're trying to get promoted at work. Oh my gosh, I see this here. So sitting in this, like I said, you are seen. People see how you handle things, okay? And it makes a difference. They want a leader who's going to lead by example and want others to succeed as well. That's another aspect to the Emperor card. The Emperor card is that he doesn't step on people to get to the top so he can reign over them. Hell no, he wants everyone to do their best with what they have. So he shows people, let me give you a leg up. Let me teach you how to do this. And this is being seen at your job for the value that you contribute and the way that you make people feel special. Attentive is what they're telling me. You're so attentive, and that is going to take you to great places. That promotion is coming to you, darling, for sure. Knight of Swords here. That is going to happen very quickly. I feel like you'll get that offer pretty quickly. Like, just like I said, I'm sitting in this energy where it's just tugging me forward, and you are on that upswing, and you might feel a little nervous. Okay, you might be like, oh my gosh, I wanted this job, but now I don't know exactly what to do. Well, you're not going to know what to do until you do it. You're not going to have the experience until you have it. And then you'll feel a lot more confident in being that. Okay. So your spirit team is saying, Gail, also to drift off at night, like when you go to sleep at night, to drift off to sleep, to like really envision being that person at work, the promotion that you're hoping to achieve, that supervisor, that manager, that whatever it is that you're looking towards, like envision it in your mind, fantasize about that. What would it feel like? What would I be doing? Oh, I'd be sitting in an office, and I'd have my own space and I'd be signing time cards or whatever this is that you're going to be doing. Cultivate those feelings as you drift off to sleep, and that will bring that manifestation right into you that much quicker. But don't discount the present, because you are seen at work for the efforts that you do or don't make. Okay. When you stand back and let someone else take the lead, that is also seen. So making sure that you're brave enough to walk the walk, you know what I mean? To walk your talk, to walk in the footsteps of what it is that you want to achieve, because it's there for you. It is there for you, darling. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I'm excited for you and I want to hear about it when you get that promotion. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you, darling. Whew. Gosh, I'm already flustered. I'm going to pull a couple of quick cards for people. I know I had some people who, Sherry Copeland, you sweetheart. I was already wanting to tap in with you. Sherry Copeland, look at that. I said your name and the cards fell. I said your name and a card already fell out. Sherry Copeland. King of Pentacles here for you. King of Pentacles. All right. Sherry, your spirit team is already kind of like sitting me in your energy, okay? King of Pentacles, awesome card. Awesome card to have. But do you see this person? He requires peace, okay? He cultivates peace. He has this air about him. See him, he's relaxed. He's relaxed in his study, and he's very grounded. He's very stable. His money is not up in the air. It's right there in his lap. He doesn't have a worry or a care. This can be retirement. This can be just relaxation, has the pet with him and everything else. Sherry Copeland, I feel like peace is a necessity for you, darling. That's what your spirit team is telling me right now. However you may receive it. So I feel like, if I'm feeling some sensations in my body here, Sherry, if you have people in your experience that are causing drama, nonsense, chaos, I feel like maybe there's a male, like a masculine energy in your life that drinks, okay? And when he drinks, he isn't the best version of himself. Take that as it resonates, but I'm getting this information now, and that is very important to you, is to have this peace cultivated in your experience, this peace cultivated in your life. Sometimes I'm a touch in the future, okay? So if you don't know who exactly I'm talking about, then this is something to totally look towards, okay? To look out for, red flags, warning signs, to make sure that you protect yourself, okay? Because if it feels weird, it is weird. If it feels funny, then it is funny. If it feels wrong or bad, then it is wrong or bad for you at this time. I feel like staying away from a partner who is a drinker and could potentially become abusive, okay? That you're not sure. Okay, just take this as it resonates, girl, because I feel this in my body. I feel like there is a masculine energy gravitating towards you who drinks and gets out of hand when he drinks. So please keep your ears open, your eyes open, and make sure that you allow yourself to spend time in your own energy and feel what you enjoy feeling like, and just peace and relaxation. I like to watch TV and sip my coffee, whatever this could be, okay? And then you'll notice how you feel in relation to new people or even existing people in your life, okay? When they come around, I get agitated. When they come around, I get sad. When they come around, what does it do to your energy? Does it lift you up or does it bring you down? This is spirit really wanting to work with your intuition, okay? And letting you know that as far as on the financial front, the health front, everything's going to be okay and positive for you. But I'm telling you, dear, I really feel like someone is gravitating towards you, like a suitor, a potential suitor, or I feel like it's a man, and I feel like he drinks, but I feel like when he drinks, he becomes abusive. So I really need, I know that sounds out of left field, darling, but I love you with my whole heart, and I just want you to protect yourself. If this wonderful individual comes around, but you have a weird feeling, and then boop, all of a sudden you start seeing those warning signs and red flags, because I don't want anyone to be trapped in some kind of a scary situation. And I don't mean to put that on you like that, sweetheart, but I really feel like just keep your ears open, honey. Keep your ears open. There's a reason I got to tell you that. This might even be someone from your past, okay, trying to reach toward you again. Six of Cups on the bottom of the deck here, Sherry. Someone from the past calling you back up like, hey girl, I remember you from high school, or hey ex-wife, how do you want to hang out again? Whatever this could be. I feel like it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. So make sure you get in tune with your own emotions as you have been. Keep the peace within yourself and your environment, and then you will notice when something is dissonant when it comes into your experience, okay? That's what I have for you, Sherry. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to disconnect from you, sweetheart. Hi, Blake. Hi, Angie. Hi, Shawana. Whew. Oh boy. That's an odd message, Sherry, but I have to give you what I'm getting, darling. Billy Joe. Billy Joe, I'm going to get you a card here from the Quantum Oracle deck, all right? And let me take this ticker off. It's bothering me, especially when I'm not sticking with it. When I'm not sticking with it, it's just bothering me. I think I'm just going to pull a few cards. Hello, hello. Hello there on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. You're welcome, Sherry. Yeah, Billy Joe. I see your struggles going on. Your daughters are having issues, and oh boy, all kinds of things. Let's see what it says here. I understand, honey. Oh, my head, my heart. Billy Joe Ellis, I'm just going to ask your higher self to come in very close with me so that I can provide you with the messages of your greatest and highest good. Billy Joe. This too shall pass, darling. Oh boy. And congratulations on your 9 years clean in April. That's freaking humongous. And that's awesome. And that is so hard to get to. And I'm so sorry that you're still struggling with your children who are addicts themselves as well. Everyone has to walk their own path. You know what I mean? Like, as much as you know what they need to do to get clean or stay clean, like, you can't make them do it. They have to hit that bottom all on their own. And that really stinks. And I feel this sitting in the pit of my belly. Your spirit team wants me to tell you right now, Billy Joe, that it's not your fault. Billy Joe, I got chills on this. They want you to know that it is not your fault. Everyone has their own life path journey, and one way or another, we all hit our major milestones on the path that we have put out there for ourselves to experience, for our soul to experience. Thank you, Tracy, for the stars, darling. And Billy Joe, they also want me to tell you. They said, this too shall pass. It is not your fault. What else was it? Yes. It hurts so bad to watch them. I'm afraid I'm going to lose another child. I feel it in my heart, and I feel it in my belly, and I feel like the best, they're letting me know right now, the best things that you can do right now is keep staying clean. Like, they see this, they'd be like, wow, mom's homeless right now and she's still doing the damn thing, and you're leading by such a positive example. Times are challenging. That's your card. Times are challenging for many right now, and you are doing so good. I've got chills. Your spirit team is so incredibly proud of you for holding on to your strength, your integrity, and your sobriety, and continuing to, even though all this hardships and that life is throwing at you, even with all of this going on, you're still maintaining that. And that speaks volumes to your children. That speaks volumes to them and what they need to do. Okay. But again, like I said, we all have our own paths to walk. And unfortunately, they must learn their own lessons in their own way. You can't fix their problems. They have to learn and absorb and then decide to fix them themselves. Oftentimes with addictions and alcoholism, you have a certain rock bottom that you hit, or a certain life-changing wake-up call that happens, and that's when it's time to make a change, and they have to decide it. You can't decide it for them as much as you want to. Aw. I recognize you, girl. Spirit recognizes you. So incredibly proud of you, Billy Joe, and it's not easy. Hi, Marcy. So glad to see you, sweetheart. So glad to see you. Yes, it's a challenge, man. It is a challenge. Oh, Diana. Diana, I didn't see you, honey. I'll get to you next, Diana. Let's see. So unfortunately, Billy Joe, allowing them to walk their own path. Yes, I lost my one daughter from my addiction. We were in a car accident. Oh, sweetheart. And thank God you're clean now. Thank God you're clean now. Even thank you, Michaela. Even with the homelessness, the struggle, the sadness, the worry that you have for your other children, the seizure, all these things that are going on in your life, you're clean. And that is one thing that you can hold on to, one thread of confidence that you can use as almost a life raft, to kind of keep you above water during these times. Because if you were to give up on that, you know how quick everything would go downhill. And 9 years is a huge victory. Regardless of what happened, you are a different person today. You are a different person today than you were back then. And you're showing your children the right way to live and the right way to deal with struggle and the right way to go through this stuff. Oh, it's very possible, but your spirit team says it's still not your fault. It is still not your fault. I see what you're saying. They probably are using to escape the pain of many things. Not pain that you've caused them, but pain that life has caused them. Okay? So they're telling me, don't let this weigh so heavily on your mind. Pray for them, lift them up, call the angels in and ask them to touch the lives of your children, because it may not be your place to fix it for them. They have to want the change. And that could mean going to jail. You know what I mean? Or something happening. That could mean that things get rockier for them before they decide it's bad enough to make that change to their life. So please know that everything happens for a reason and nothing is within your control. Not any of that. What you can control is you. What you can control is how you react to the world and how you face the next obstacle to come your way, how you maneuver through things, because you as well are seen. They see how you're dealing with it. They know that you're clean. They probably don't even want to be around you because they have shame. Mom's clean and I'm not. I don't even want her to see me. So, Billy Joe, this is your card, the Three of Energy, letting go, releasing attachment. A woman releases powerful dogs that have been dragging her along. The dogs have been pulling her in different directions and holding her back from the inviting options that she has longed to experience. In order to enter these enticing adventures, she is choosing to free herself from those old impediments. And you have the power to free yourself as well. Wow. There's something in your life that you are ready to let go of. All right, Marcy, I'll put you after Diana. Thank you. There's something in your life that you're ready to let go of. It could be an old job, a location, or even a relationship that doesn't suit you anymore. And whether or not there's an external situation you need to release, there is likely to be an internal pattern that must be shed in order to achieve the happiness and the outcome you desire. Look within. Wow, this card is freaking fantastic, Billy Joe. Uh, Look within. Are you plagued by a critical or worrisome thought pattern, an unhealthy or even addictive behavior? Holy smokes, I couldn't make that up, guys. If so, you need to know that you're engaged in some major self sabotaging energy, but this is a vibration you can change. It's time to muster up the discipline you need to let go. Free yourself from the inner and outer beasts that have been dragging you down and open your life to the unencumbered destiny that you deserve. Billy Joe, with your permission, I would love to just cut some cords for you. Let's see here. Oh, Dropping things. Billy Joe and anyone else who would like a quick energy sweep, a quick energy cleansing, and cut any cords that are no longer serving you, just in your heart and your mind or out loud, say yes. And I will do this, and Spirit will do the big stuff on your actual energetic field so that you may receive the benefits of this. If you are agreeing to receive this, then please drink a bit of extra water tonight to help that energy move and flow better. Any cords, ties, or attachments that are no longer serving you. Beautiful. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Family members, I'm not wasting no more energy on them for them to accept me. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? I accept this cleansing, clearing, balancing, cord cutting, cutting and releasing of any cords, ties, or attachments. The angels support us all in this. This is a time of breaking free from bondage. This is a time for breaking the chains of generational patterns that have been bestowed on, handed down to us all, you guys. Some of us may not have had this as a generational pattern. We may have chosen a life path that just doesn't suit us any longer. Spirit says that all of our experiences hold value. Spirit says that we have learned what we need to learn to shed this layer. We no longer need this. We no longer need this in our energy field as a self-protection mechanism. And they are willing to step in at any time if you just call upon them. You don't have to know the angel's name. You don't have to know who exactly you're asking. You can just ask Spirit, ask higher self, ask guardian angel, higher power, source, God, whoever you're comfortable with. And you'll be able to ask them for assistance, man. They aren't going to force it down your throat. They are not going to step in unless we say, hey, please come and help. I'm willing to accept your help. You can tell them exactly what you need. All right, let me add you to my list, Tracy. So I have Diana, Marcy, and then Tracy. Thank you for the donation, sweetheart. Oh, good. I'm glad you're calmer since the last cord cutting, Blake. That's freaking awesome. So let's see. I'm seeing a spirit in my daughter's house, and it's scaring me, or is it just in my mind? Fantastic, Billy Joe. One day my daughter was having a seizure and I called the spirits in and my daughter snapped right out of the seizure. That is freaking awesome. Thank God she has a beautiful healing light worker to step in and call them in for her on her behalf. That really is powerful. Let's see. So you think you're seeing a spirit in your daughter's house? Now, okay, let me give you this. Your spirit team suggests, Billy Joe, that you smudge the house and your own aura if possible, with sage or Palo Santo. Smudge it if you're able to. What they're saying to me is that what you're seeing, what you're sensing, it's not in your mind. It is a residual imprint of someone who used to live there. That's what they're giving me. Someone who used to live there. Now, I'm not saying you see them real quick and then they disappear. I gotcha. Now, what they're telling me right now, what your spirit team is saying is that when people used to live in that house, they had a routine. Um, Yes, I'm doing a few free readings as well. When people used to live in that house, Billy Joe, they had a routine. They'd come in, they'd take off their jacket, they'd walk to the living room, they'd make dinner, they'd sit for the TV or whatever else, okay? So what you're glimpsing, you're actually that's physical mediumship, okay? But what you're seeing is not the actual soul who's visiting. You're seeing an imprint of the energetic residue of their patterns when they were alive and living there. So smudging the house is definitely indicated, smudging yourself as well. Um, asking spirit to they're telling me to infuse your third eye with divine white light so that you may not see it if you don't necessarily want to see it. It's not helpful and beneficial to you or the space. But what you are seeing is just some energetic residue of the imprint of the pattern of the souls who used to live there. Sometimes they can come back and visit familiar places that they used to like. No, no. What I'm getting from your spirit team is that it's not actual souls. It's the imprint of the energy patterns that used to be held there while they were living. Okay. So no, I don't feel like anyone's going to hurt you. I don't feel like those spirits that you are seeing are dangerous. Okay? But if you feel like that in the spot, all you can say is like Archangel Michael or spirit, you have to leave. You must leave. I don't want you in this space. You are not welcome here. We all have our own energetic dominion. Okay? So what that means is just like we have free will in our 3D dimension so we can get up and do things and go places and no one can take your free will away, right? You can decide to do any darn thing you want. We have spiritual dominion as well. So if you want something in your experience, you can ask it to come in and call it in. And if you want something to leave, it must obey you. So you can say, you must leave. I do not allow you here. I don't want you in my experience, and neither does my daughter, right? And she can second this if she believes and wants to do that as well. But I feel like, Billy Joe, you are such a powerful light worker. You are sensing in the world of spirit. Again, I don't feel like these are visitations. I feel like it's the energetic imprint of residue. So smudging the house would probably take care of it. Yeah, usually they don't. Yeah, you're the only one who can see it and nobody else believes you. Yeah, I'm that person too. I'm telling you what, my family all thought I was a crackpot until people actually started paying me for readings and stuff. You know what I mean? They were like, "Oh yeah, you're crazy. You're out there." And I'm like, "No, no, it's real. It's totally real." But I was the first person to begin hearing and seeing and sensing in the world of spirit in my family. And yeah, nobody believed me either. But now that I have a reputation, an online presence, they're like, "Wow, that's incredible. What you do is great." So it's silly. So all right, now I've got Diana next on my list. I've got Diana, Marcy, and Tracy. Billy Joe, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect from you. I'm going to disconnect from anyone else who accepted that cord cutting and cleansing. And I thank you guys for tuning in with me. Like I said, I have been slightly under the weather, but I'm feeling better now. I can't believe it, dude. This is real stuff. 5 weeks. 5 weeks I've been not well. But luckily my voice feels a little better. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I've had to cancel so many things like appearances and stuff. Sherry McAllister, I'm going to read for Diana on my guaranteed list, and then I would love to pull you a card from your son, Brandon, okay? I'm writing you down. So don't go anywhere, okay? So, Diana, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Diana has donated to receive a guaranteed past, present, and future on this broadcast. Hi, Namrata. Good to see you, sweetheart. So, Diana, here we go. Oh, yes. I most definitely need the healing vibes. I appreciate it, guys. I really do. Thank you. All right. Leslie does. Oh boy. Yes, Marcy. I will definitely say a special prayer for Leslie and also Jennifer for your daughter. It looks like it's going around. You know what I mean? Oh, all right. So Diana, I hope you're still here, sweetheart. If you're not and you already donated, you should be able to catch this on the replay, sweetie. So Diana, in the past position, you have the 10 of swords. This is cutting ties with things that don't serve you. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate that, sweetie. This is can be a total disconnection, totally walking away. Now, as I'm saying this, Diana, you're here, good. I feel this in my heart, girl. Let me tell you what, I really feel this in my heart, okay? Like, if you haven't exactly cut physical ties with whatever this is that is no longer serving you, I feel like you've emotionally detached. Okay, definitely emotionally detached. All right, and I want you to know that that's not a bad thing. Okay, I feel like Boy, what is this? Diana, you sweetheart. I love you and I love your energy. Why am I getting such crazy messages today? So, you should know what this is about. This may be a person that's close to you, somebody who is not as kind and loving as you are, especially towards your children. Okay. I feel like you've distanced yourself from that individual, or from also just unhealthy behaviors, coping mechanisms, habits. Sometimes we can stay quiet, you know what I mean? And just let things happen and go on. And I feel like this is you like cutting that away. You're really making big changes. Like, hey man, this is not serving me. This is not serving my family, my children. And I'm totally done with all of that crap, whether it's out of your experience yet or not. I feel like you're so done entertaining the possibility that things like that are okay. All right. Now, in the present, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about starting something new, a new money venture, a new location, a new job, something physical, a new health routine. This could be you speaking up too, girl. Like physically, I'm starting to plant my own roots. I'm starting to make things happen in my own hands the way that I want them to be, and the roots are starting to actually take root. Take root. And do you see that it takes time for the roots to settle in before the growth actually happens? So this is kind of where you're at right now. It's like it's really sinking in, but you have not, maybe you haven't exactly seen the change on the surface yet, but it will, because in the future position you have the Four of Wands. I must say this, honesty, man. I feel so much honesty, like you're no longer in denial within yourself, like getting honest within yourself about the way things are, the way you feel, the way you see things, the changes that you want to make in your life. That's huge. Once you don't have to tell everybody, but when you get honest with yourself about that, you can align your intentions with the outcome that you desire to achieve. Now, in the future position, Four of Wands, happy home, man. Happy home. And that's because you're making these decisions, you're making these choices. You're not turning the other way or turning the other cheek or brushing stuff under the rug. You're really addressing issues head on. And that is going to take root. And even if you don't feel like things are changing on the surface yet, they most definitely will. They most definitely, I see a huge unfoldment of, growth in the family, growth in the home, growth within yourself, sweetheart. Four of Wands, happy home, celebration. Even if it doesn't look exactly like what it has in the past, the future is going to be very bright and very clear and clean and healthy and loving and exactly what you want it to be. And that's because you're being brave. You're making those hard decisions that are the best thing to do for yourself and for your loved ones. So good for you, Diana. Thank you for letting me do that past, present, future reading for you, dear. I'm going to disconnect from you. Spot on. Well, your future is bright, and that is spot on, girl. So thank you. Let's see here. Sherry McAllister. Now, I'm aligned with love and light and God, and my process is to ask your higher self to step into your reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. But Sherry wanted to hear from her son a message. So I've got my Talking to Heaven cards here with me by James Van Praagh. I like to read this from the book because your past loved one knows what the book is going to say. Thank you, Lee, for the stars. Thank you, Jade, for the stars. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. So Sherry McAllister, give me a moment. I've got to let my cat out or she's going to act a fool. Sorry, guys. And this is an 18 and over broadcast because I cuss and I vape and I'm a real human person just like you guys. And I appreciate you tuning in with me. No matter what platform you're watching me on Facebook, I'm at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi. On YouTube, I'm at Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium. My name didn't fit. If you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, feel free to do that, man. That helps me out. And if you're not following my Facebook page, what the hell are you thinking? Make sure you like and follow my page so you never miss anything from me. I plan to be going live a lot more often lately. As I'm on the upswing, I'm mending, I'm feeling better, and life is thriving. All right. I'm speaking that into existence right now. Sherry McAllister, I hope you're still here. And if not, I really, really hope you get this on the replay, Sherry. Sherry, again, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Sherry would like to hear from her son. All right, so I do have a gentleman. I have to tell you this, darling. I got a lady who wants to come forward, but I know you want to hear from your son, Brandon. So I'm pausing the lady. She might be your mom, okay? I'm pausing the lady, and I'm inviting him to come. And I'll tell you what, is he like a tall guy? Because I see him swinging his arms while he walks, like he's a little bit gangly. You know what I mean? Kind of a tall guy. He's wearing a dark long sleeve shirt. I feel like his hair is kind of like a crew cut or something like that. Boy, he seemed pretty masculine though. Thank you, Marcy. He seems pretty masculine, like a man's man. Like he just like punched me right on the arm, like a man's man, your son. Little jokester, maybe. Maybe kind of a jack of all trades, huh? His energy is good, but he's definitely the kind of guy who, is a man. He's not tall, he's built. Okay, is that why he's punching my arm? Is that why he's swinging the arms and he punched my arm? He's built. Gotcha. All right. Well, I'm very short. I'm only 5'1", so he's definitely taller than me. I'll tell you that. He's definitely taller than me. Oh, man. My own hair in my mouth. Okay, listen. He has short hair and yeah, he has jokes. All right, Sherry, thank you so much for the validations. I appreciate that, darling. Let me give you your card here. The card is I am with the rest of the family. And no wonder she wanted to come through as well. There was a lady that wanted to come through as well. And I got chills on that. She's like, oh, yes, he's here. We're all here. We love you. Okay. I am with the rest of the family. Please don't worry that I'm alone or lonely because I'm surrounded by all of our loved ones. Sweetheart, I've got chills everywhere right now. They met me when I traveled here, and it's been like one sweet family reunion ever since, but without any drama. Hi, Carol. Hi, Rose. Every relative and friend you think about is here with me, and they send you their love. Family relationships are quite different here in that there's pure love and no ego competition. So all of the annoying habits have dropped away, and our memories of our human quirks are handled with a compassionate sense of humor. Everyone is in a constant good mood, and no one is in a rush. Defenses have all washed away, and our hearts are all open to one another. From a relationship perspective, this truly is heaven. And he's letting me know that he watches over you, Mama. He watches over you, Sherry. Now, was he a drinker, dear? And did he have back problems or back pain? He keeps wanting to jiggle my earrings. That's odd. Did he have an earring, or do you have special earrings that are in connection with him, or maybe this mom or grandma that wants to step forward? So they all want to say something to you, darling. Thank you for the stars, guys. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Rose. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. He was killed by a drunk driver. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's the alcohol that I'm feeling. Thank you so much for that validation. I don't know you. I don't know him, but he is stepping in and he wants to wrap you with the biggest hug, girl. I'm telling you what. He wants to wrap himself around you. Now, do you have some kind of a jacket of his? I almost want to think it's like a Letterman jacket or something like this, some kind of a special jacket. Yeah, I popped in just a while ago, early to go live, and I kind of reminded people just, hey, I'm gonna go live, and here I am, Carol. Yes, Sherry says yes. So is this a special jacket that you have? Do you wear it? Do you wear it, darling? Is it a Letterman or Just a special jacket. Because yes, I don't know exactly what you're yesing. There's a slight delay in the comments. You have, hold on now. Oh, that's Michaela. Okay. Yeah, hey, Michaela, I would take that as a hello from heaven from your brother, for real. You've got his Chiefs jacket. Oh gosh, see, I am anti-Chief. No wonder he didn't tell me it was a Chiefs jacket. I'm a Raider baby, so you've got his Chiefs jacket. Do you ever wear it, babe? Do you ever wear it? Do you hug it? Do you smell it? I mean, it probably doesn't smell like him any longer, but I feel like you clutch it to you. You wear it. You love that thing, and he's there with you, honey. He's telling me this. Like, I don't know these things. I don't know you from anyone, but he's here and he wants me to tell you this because he wants you to know that he lives on. Yes, you do. He loves you, sweetheart. He loves you so much. And he's so sorry about what happened to him. He is so sorry about what happened to him. Now he's tossing a coin, and it looks like he's tossing a coin into water. Like a wishing well or a pond or some kind of something. He's tossing a coin into water and he's looking down at it. So I wonder if you do this, or if he did that, um, or if you just make wishes like that. Does he got a message for his brother Ben? Yes. Is Ben's heart really heavy, sweetheart? Oh, my heart. When you ask that, boom, I'm right into my heart, like broken hearted, man, broken hearted. Yeah, he's telling Ben not to drink. I'm sorry to say that, but he's he's telling Ben not to drink. And I'm grabbing another card here for Ben and also for you, sweetheart. But he wants him not to make the same kinds of mistakes that he has seen made, whatever those may be. And he wants him to know that he still checks in on him too. He's showing me like a flag or something that might be on somebody's bedroom wall. He doesn't drink. Yeah, good. Keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Does Ben have a flag on his wall or some kind of, I see like on someone's bedroom wall. I see a bed pushed against the wall and there's something up on the wall. I want to think it's a flag. Poster? Feels like a flag though. Better not be a Chiefs flag. It might be. Is it? Is it? This is the card. I have no more earthly worries. You do. You do. Oh gosh, look at that. So he's showing me this. He watches you sleep, girl. Like he checks in on you all the time and he still knows what's going on. He loves you both so much. He loves the family so much and he's not suffering. He wants me to say that real quick. He is not suffering any longer. The family members who are grieving are the ones who rehash it, the details in their mind, but he wants you to know that it was over in the blink of an eye. It was over in the blink of an eye. And he's not going through that any longer, even though you guys still are. And it hurts my heart to say that. It hurts his heart to have to say that. But you guys are still suffering and he's not suffering. He's popping in on you and he wants you to be okay. He wants you to be okay. So here's the card. I have no more earthly worries. And look at those sunflowers. Maybe that's something special for you. I have to be honest with you. Life was very stressful for me. I probably should have been more open and forthcoming about my feelings because I held them in most of the time. And that was damaging for me physically and emotionally. So, Ben speaking about, do you guys talk about him? Like he wants you to talk and like laugh, like tell funny stories, or old jokes. He wants you to think of him with fondness, and even though it's hard, even though you miss him, even though you wish he was still here, it's very important to speak about even the grief. Even the grief. I felt the heaviness of the heart, and maybe it's important for Ben to talk to you, mom, or to talk to a counselor, a grief counselor, a therapist, somebody to kind of move some of that energy up and through. You know what I mean? I will admit to you now that I was deeply afraid during my life. I was afraid that you and others wouldn't love me if you knew who I truly was. I felt like I was deeply flawed, and I didn't want you to know. Now that I'm here, though, everything has turned in a completely new direction. I now see that I had nothing wrong with me except my belief that I was flawed. Goodness. And that belief you do all the time and you play his song. That's fantastic. I love that. Moving that energy through. Moving that energy through is very important. And that belief caused me to act in ways that were hurtful to myself and to others. I apologize for hurting you. I thank God that I have no more earthly worries and I can now express myself fully to you as I truly am. Now that I'm no longer concerned about others' judgments and I don't stress about money, work, or day to day life, I'm completely carefree. And that also comes to that also speaks to his physical appearance. He said he was pretty built. I feel like he attempted to really groom himself in a physical way so that he would, appear confident and appear appear his best self. His best self. All right. So thank you so much. I'm going to go back into my guaranteed list. Thank you, Brandon. I'm going to disconnect from you, Sherry. Can you tell me if I'm listening to this right song? Well, I'm not connected any longer, but I'll tell you what, girl, my face feels really hot. My face feels really hot. You're welcome, honey. Okay, Marcy, you're next. Marcy, I've got you down for a past, present, and future reading. Oh, Carol, hold on a minute. Let me put my ticker back on. This is what I have. Those are my options tonight. They're going to scroll across the bottom there. Marcy Steinmetz, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only, Marcy. And happy almost Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to those of you who are a day ahead. Marcy. All right. Now, Marcy, in the past position, you have the Three of Cups, which is a really great card, okay? Oh, I hid that. I'm sorry. Whoop. You have the Three of Cups, which is about togetherness, celebration, friendships, these kinds of things. Hi, Michelle. Uh, so maybe you've just celebrated some kind of, well, the holidays are over, you know what I mean? But what I see in this card, Marcy, is a support network. You know what I mean? Um, I see the support here listed in this card and holding everyone together. You know what I mean? Holding everything up. This is not a bad card to have, but in the past position, I feel like you've really been holding everyone up, okay? And being that in between. Okay, Carol, I'll put you on the list. Carol and Shannon. Always. Okay. Well, in the past position, it doesn't mean you're not bringing it in with you, but this has been what's been going on. Okay. You're holding everyone together. You're like that middle girl right here who's like, I've got my hand on you, and we're all going to just try to have a good time. Okay. We're all going to have a good time. But I'm telling you what, that can weigh heavily on you over time. You know what I mean? That can weigh heavily on you after a while. In your present position, you have the King of Cups. Okay. So the King of Cups can always be the court cards can always be people in our lives. So maybe you're really focused on your husband right now and not so much on the other relationships or the holding together of all relationships. You are the glue. The super glue. But this could be your husband, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, it could just totally be you, sweetheart. I feel like it could be him, but the King of Cups is about emotions. All right, it's about mastering your emotions, not getting too drawn in, not getting being too distanced. Okay, this king has his eyes closed. He's not drowning in the emotions. He's not stressed and worried and in the drama. I really feel like you're pulling in a little bit from being that glue, and that's not a bad thing. You're really tuning into you and what you need to be okay. What you need to be okay in the long run emotionally, as far as stability goes, and you're doing it with ease, okay? I feel like you're doing it with ease here. Now, this could also be your husband. I'll just say this right now, okay? I feel like you've been the peacekeeper in the past, and now you're pulling in like, wait a minute, what about my peace? Okay? What about my peace? I need to be okay. That way I know that everyone else can be okay. I need to feel my best. That way I can give everyone else the best of me. Hey, been pulling away and trying to concentrate on my needs. You're doing great. You are doing great. Now, in your future position, you have the Nine of Wands. Okay. Nine of Wands is about boundaries, boundaries, and looking out for those who need you to look out for them. Okay. Standing guard. I feel like this is, like the king, you have, look, cups is emotions. Okay. Again, cups, emotions. You've mastered that. Wands is actions. Okay. I'm putting my foot down. I have priorities. I'm only taking care of what absolutely needs to be done. All right. That way, everything else will flow more smoothly. I've got chills on this right now, Marcy. So you're really beginning to prioritize exactly what is important to you and what is important to your partner and your family and as a whole. And I feel like you're distancing yourself from the emotional quality and aspect of all the different things going on. Okay. And you're deciding, okay, look, if I'm going to do this, I'm in charge and we're going to do it my way. And I'm not going to let you hurt my feelings or step on me or anybody else. Like this is how it is. And others will lead you, Marcy. They are following your lead. They're following your example. They're going along with it because you are the one who's in control. You're in the driver's seat and you've asserted your position as the leader of the team, if you will. Okay. And it's that can be kind of a lonely place, I'll just say this, but make sure you're filling your own cup. This is your present moment and you're getting used to that now, your own needs. When you begin to put your foot down, sometimes there can be some backlash. Okay. Sometimes people don't really like it when this sweet king of cups decides like, hey, I'm making decisions whether you like it or not. You know what I mean? So making sure that you continue to do you and do what needs to be done for you so that you can maintain that healthy vibration and be okay with putting your foot down for the sake of the greater good of everyone. Okay. It's not because you're a mean person, but people might want to say that. I'll just say this right now. People might want to say, oh my gosh, you're grouchy or you're rude or whatever, because they haven't heard the word no before. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, Marcy's like, check it out. No, that's okay. You're not selfish. You're not a bad person. You are learning to manage your energy and you are learning to manage the situation in a healthier way instead of just being the glue that supports everyone and holds everyone up. You're like, listen here, you guys got to learn how to stand up on your own. You have to learn how to stand up on your own. And I'm not going to get involved with everybody's battles anymore. Look how I do this. I go to work, I come home, I make dinner, I do this, I do that. And everyone else has the free will to do all of these things on their own as well. And if they want to get along, they get along. And if they want to fight, they can fight. But you don't have to be involved. You don't have to be involved, and it's not your fault and it's not on your shoulders. I feel like it weighs heavily on you, darling. But in the future, You have a quality of emotional detachment that's going to feel really good, because you know that that's not healthy for you. It's not sustainable in the long run for you. So right now, you're doing you. Make sure that you continue to bring this aspect with you while you're still holding those firm boundaries. Okay? There you go. I love that. Started to not ride the emotional roller coaster and letting go of the fixer role. Hell yeah, girl. Do you see there's only one person standing at this gate, and she's tending to the flock? Whether there's people in there or not, she is maintaining the status quo. And it's a beautiful energy to have, because when you hold the frequency of high vibration, that brings, with the law of attraction, more high vibrational experiences and people into your life, closer to you. And anything that's not will fade away. Okay. Anything that's not will keep its distance. Not to say that there aren't ups and downs, but as long as you're no longer entertaining those ups and downs, they're going to fizzle out. So I'm very proud of you, honey. That is your reading. Thank you for letting me read for you. Your spirit team commends you as well. I'm going to disconnect from you, Marcy Steinmetz. Thank you. Thank you. Aww. Tracy. Let's see. Hold on now. My love to you as well, Marcy. Yeah, you know what? Umar Khan. I'll grab you a quick card from this quantum oracle here. Umair, I don't know how to say your name, but Spirit knows who you are. So I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. One quick card. There it is. Wow. That looks like a fantastic card. Gina, I love you and I miss you. Where are you? Umair Khan. This is your card, the Two of Consciousness, present power. Check that out. There's a lion and a tiger. Bears, oh my. All right. Strength in the here and now. A man stands on a pedestal holding a chain in each hand. The chain in his left hand represents the past, holding a powerful lion. The chain in his right, representing the future, holds a tiger. The beasts are quiet and the man is in control. Thoughts about the past and worries about the future can neither run away with him nor consume him. This card is letting you know that you have significant power now, and there is some present issue that will benefit greatly from your attention. If there's a matter to be resolved, a project to be finished, or a decision to be made, now is the time to prioritize it. You are in a position of strength. So keep your thoughts focused on the issue at hand and be ready to take action. Joyous opportunities are opening up for you at this time. You are now capable of taming that rampant, fragmented energy in your life by staying strong in the current moment. The past is over, and the future will bring beautiful blessings as long as you continue to be conscious of your power in the present. Umar, that is your reading. That is your card really quickly from the Quantum Oracle. I thank you for letting me read for you, and I'm going to disconnect from you. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy Rudder. Tracy. All right, sweetie, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the deck as I ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Whew, you're welcome. Tracy has a 7-card what the fuck spread. And I am open for limited private sessions at this time. My private sessions are held via Zoom. Whoop. Oh, man. Oh. Goodness, sorry guys, via Zoom or telephone call. All right. And I'm only doing 30-minute sessions. My price is $60, but if you use a discount code ROSE5, ROSEFIVE, you can save $5 off of your session. And you can do that by clicking on my booking link, the Book Now button on Facebook, or right there, Gina's dropped it in there, http://spiritspeaks.as.me. That's my booking tool. So if you're interested in sitting with me in a private session, that would be the only way to do it. I don't even have tarot videos up right now. Like, I've been under the weather and I'm just getting back into the swing of things. So if you wanted to meet with me, that is the best way to do that. I only have 30-minute spots available. Oh, wait a minute. on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tracy, your 7-card WTF tarot spread. What the fuck? Yes, this is an 18 over broadcast because I cuss and I vape. And I apologize if it offends anybody. But hey, I'm a real person just like you. I'm a real person just like you guys. Tracy, what do you need? 2 of Pentacles here you have, honey. This is to make a decision, movement in a different direction, this or that, stay or go, here or there, this job or that job, making a decision. She is currently sitting in this energy and it's real and it's tangible, okay? But she's thinking about this. And she's like, how do I make this real? How do I make this a reality? All right, Kimberly, I'm going to add you to the list real quick. Thank you for your donation. So Tracy, how do I make this a tangible reality or swap one from the other? Actually, that can be a possibility. Okay. So what do you need? I feel like this is to make a decision. Okay. To take steps in the direction. I feel like this could be me being stuck. Like, oh man, I'm not willing yet, or I can't wrap my head around how that could work yet, or I'm just not sure. I'm juggling 2 different options. I'm up in the air with this. Okay. So what do you need is to some clarity, to get honest with yourself, okay, about what it is for you and what you truly want out of life, out of your scenario, out of your situation. Yes, you're trying to make a change. I get it. We get it. We're right there. So how do you do that? 6 of Cups. Go back to your roots, sweetheart. Go back to your roots. This is thinking about the past. This is remembering how far you've come. Okay. You used to be this young man and this puppy, and now you're this older gentleman and this dog. You know what I mean? Like looking at how far you've come, how much you've changed, how much you've grown, looking at the things that used to bring you joy when you were younger, like starting there, like, well, you know what? I did used to like this, that, or the other thing. Maybe I should bring that back into my life to kind of fill my cup with joy again, raise my vibe a little bit. That way, new opportunities open up for me instead of being stuck in the same old situation where sitting in the same old energy creates more of sitting in the same old energy. Okay. So taking a look at you, not only you, but others in your life, honey. This is you taking a quick little inventory of the other people who have shared time with you. Okay. Do you like the changes that you see? Do you like who you've all become or where you're all at now? Or do you dislike or disagree with some of the things that have been going on? This can bring you some clarity in your life and in your relationships, especially to help you make this big giant change that you're anticipating. Okay. Kind of put things into perspective for you. Now, where to place your focus? Moving, girl. Are you moving? Major Arcana card number 21, the world. Okay. Elsewhere. Okay. That's where you place your focus because that same old is not necessarily still working for you any longer. That's why you're not quite so satisfied with the situation that you're sitting in. So thinking bigger, outside the box, somewhere else, something different. A different town, a different house, a different state, a different job, a different something new. You're trying to make a change. It can happen, but don't limit yourself. You see how she's like limited? She's inside this bubble and she's limited, but she's getting this divine inspiration of, wow, there's things outside of this bubble that I might not even imagine. You see all these symbols here? Things outside, you're mentally changing. Okay, good. Expanding your awareness, expanding your horizons, connecting with the divine. I see this also as shielding yourself. I'll just say this right now. Shielding yourself, okay, with your energetic boundaries, making sure that you're releasing anything that doesn't serve you, even in the shower. Okay, that's a great time to cleanse your energy because, like, you're showering anyway, right? We usually all shower, regularly once in a while, whatever. So when you take a shower, just say, "Hey, spirit team, higher self, higher power, God, source, whatever you believe in, angels, can you please cleanse my energy field while I cleanse my physical body?" And then you can just kind of imagine that, like, the soap is gray and everything just goes right down the drain and away from you. You can release all that no longer serves you. But honey, I see here, like, she's shielding her energetic boundaries. Okay. Pulling in all your energy to you on a regular basis. When you lay down to go to sleep, just make it a quick little practice to say, I call all of my energy back to me. I send anyone else's energy back to them. I release what no longer serves me. and I reinforced my energetic boundaries. Now, I see here that when you are having times where you're dealing with difficult people or you're going into scenarios that cause you anxiety or anything like this, make sure that you put some kind of barrier on the boundary of your aura. Okay. And you just do that by saying it. Okay. By visualizing it, by saying, hey, spirit team, can you like reinforce my energetic boundaries with like metal armor? Because I'm about to go deal with some asshole that I don't want to have to deal with. And I don't want them to really get their hooks sunk into me. You know what I mean? I don't want it to hurt. I don't want them to bother me. I don't want their bad mood to rub off on me, whatever this could be, because you're mentally changing, but that doesn't mean other people are. Okay. And that can be really challenging as you grow and expand with your own awareness on your spiritual journey. So putting this extra layer of protection on your boundaries. If you know there are people in your life that are unsupportive of you, people that want to say things to bring you down, people that like, oh, hey, I have this great idea. That's a stupid idea. No matter what it is, if it wasn't their idea, it's dumb, right? These kinds of people who are non-supportive of you, you can always put a mirrored edge on the on the border of your aura, okay, on as an energetic boundary, a mirror where anything that's negative will bounce off the mirror and return right to sender, and only positivity can come through. These are things that you can ask your spirit team. Been a rough year. Gained 4 grandsons when my daughter passed, so I really need to hear this. Oh, sweetheart, I understand. And look at the growth, girl. Thank God that your grandsons have you. Thank God that your grandsons have you. Lee Price, I received your gift. You don't want a reading, honey? Thank you. You are the most amazing individual, and I love you so much. You won't believe, I don't know if you guys know this, but I had like a septic problem. So I had my septic tank pumped and it was $500, right? And then they were like, oh, well, that's not even the problem. It turns out you need this pipe replaced from the house that goes to the septic. And that was another $1,200. So I'm out $1,700 in the last 2 weeks, and that fucking blows. I'll just say this right now. So Lee Price, thank you so much, because I'm a real person just like you guys with real bills and real problems, and I've been sick. So your donation, even if you don't want a reading, your donation freaking helps me, puts food on my table, keeps my lights on. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you. So Tracy, thank God that your grandsons have you. Thank God that they have you. And I understand that you may feel overwhelmed, but your spirit team supports you, and so does your daughter, babe. So does your daughter. Let's just do this. I'm going to finish your reading, and then I would love to give you a quick talking to heaven card from your daughter. So, who else might be involved? This is you, honey, with a wish and a hope and a prayer, talking to the divine, asking spirit for help in your life. We need to go to this place. I need a bigger house. I need these changes to happen. Whatever. I won't settle for anything less than whatever this is, and it's really freaking hard, right? This is you praying to God and knowing that your prayers are heard, sweetheart. Knowing that the divine emissaries that you have are supporting you even when you feel like lost. You know what I mean? Even when you feel lost, even when you feel hopeless, even when you feel freaking sad, it's okay. All of the feelings that you have are valid, girl. And you are going through a lot, but so are they. And you guys are kind of on the same page with your grief. You know what I mean? So thank God you have each other. And I need to say this, kids act out, man. I don't know how old they are, but they're still her kids. You know what I mean? And they can act out. Hurt people, man. They act out. Your spirit team says, try not to take it personally, although you do need to enforce boundaries with the kids if they are overstepping, or if they're being disrespectful or rude or lashing out in some kind of a way. It's important to say, hey man, it's not okay to talk to me like that. Hey man, I need you to do your chores. Hey man, you have to do your part. Whatever this could be, it's important not to parent out of guilt because of what happened to their mother. Okay, but to know that it's not personal against you. It's because their hearts are wounded. It's because their hearts are wounded, doll. Yes, they're acting out, especially the teens. My heart goes out to you. I say a special prayer to you guys. 15, 14, 11, and 6. Oh my gosh. You do have your hands full. You do have your hands full. So why is this happening to you in your what the fuck reading here? Major Arcana card number 0, the Fool. Because you're about to step into life. You are stepping into life that you never imagined, okay? And you're trusting the universe is going to support you and catch you and help you guys heal and take you through this, even though this was nothing that you ever anticipated having to go through. Even though this doesn't look like anything that you ever planned for your future to look like, okay? But you're free falling into it, and you're allowing God to catch you because you are doing what is right. You are doing what is right for you, for them. You're doing the best you can, and spirit supports that, girl. Spirit supports that. So when and the possible circumstances that this might kind of come to a conclusion here, come to some kind of leveling out, if you will. All right, because this is the challenging. But what is this that you need to make something else a tangible reality? Right, to make something else a tangible reality. I feel like to move. You know what I mean? But you're shifting mindsets here, and as you shift your own mindset, it's going to trickle down to the little ones who are with you, who are watching you. As you raise your vibe and you're holding that high vibe frequency, you're raising the vibration of anyone who comes into contact with you, darling. And sometimes they can bring you down instead of you lifting them up. Holding that frequency, cleansing your energy, putting an energetic boundary around yourself. These are all helpful tools so that you can maintain the high vibe and help lift them up in your efforts, as opposed to letting them pull you down and drain you. And it's not just them, it's freaking life, right? Bills and job and people and whatever else you got going on. Like, things happen and it can really weigh on you. So making sure that you're cleansing your energy and keeping yourself as fresh as possible, you're setting the tone for everyone else to move through this in a healthy way, because they're watching how you do it. Now, when in the possible circumstances, Queen of Cups. Now with the Queen, I see December. I'll just say that. I see December. Like, by December, everybody's going to be a little bit more peaceful. Okay. I know that seems like a ways away. 10 months. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? But hey, healing takes time, man. And having a new routine and keeping people accountable takes time. Speaking up. You see that? Your spirit team's like speaking up and putting your foot down and making sure that everyone follows the rules and does their part and doesn't disrespect. Those kinds of things take time. Positive reinforcement, you know what I mean? And negative consequences. They want me to say that. If you let them get away with anything, they're just going to get away with anything they can. All right. They're pushing you to see how much you love them. They're pushing you to see how much attention you're going to give them. And as long as you can give them their own undivided attention, they're not going to be screaming out in some crazy hectic way for extra. Okay. And I know that's challenging. I bet you're exhausted, you poor thing. Queen of Cups. All right. Cups is emotions. The Queen is balanced. All right. She's sensitive and nurturing and loving. Whew. Yeah. She passed in March, and that's not really a lot of time. Yeah. It's not. Jeez. It honey, there is no time limit on grief. There's just not. There's no time limit. Oh, Lisa, 7 months since, and I'm still in the house, except for doctors still don't want to face anyone or talk. There is no time limit on grief, on healing. There is just not. We're all individuals, man, and stuff hits us hard, and we're all doing the best we can. And I pray for you too, Lee. I pray for you, Tracy. I pray for those grandbabies. I pray for anyone who has a heavy heart today. It's challenging, man, but you're making it through this. Somehow, some way, you're still breathing. Somehow, some way, you're still plugging in on some level. You're still going. You're still alive. You're still a valuable contribution to the world just by being here and making it through whatever it is that you're going through. Thank God for you. Brighter days are ahead. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not next week, but in the future, one day you will laugh, you will smile, you will be happy again. You'll still miss your loved one. You'll still cry, you'll still grieve, but you'll be able to have moments of peace, moments of hope, moments of comfort, moments of possibilities that you're excited about. Now, the Queen of Cups is not drowning in her emotions. She's no longer vulnerable and triggered into reactions. All right, she's balanced and she's directed by the divine, but she's not jaded. All right, she's still loving and giving and open, but she has limits. She has it under control, very balanced, and that is what you have here with the possible circumstances. Now, on the bottom, bonus message from your spirit team, Tracy, is the Three of Pentacles. All right. Three of Pentacles is about working together, bringing those grands on board about let's do this project. We're all going to start a new routine where every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. we get up and clean the house. You each pick a room and I'll do this one, and we're all going to pitch in together so that we do our part, so that you know that you all have a part in the machine that is us as a family in this home. All right. Everybody pitching in, everyone working well together, spending that not only the individual time with the children, but spending family time together because you've all gone through similar things. And you are the leader of the household. And including everyone is crucial because, like I said earlier, if someone feels left out, then that one's going to act a fool because they want their own attention somehow. Because some attention's better than not any attention, not any personal attention with people who are wounded, okay, as they are and they're grieving. Spending time to talk about this, spending time to talk about their mom, spending time to tell stories, spending time where you guys are hugging each other, watching movies together, having a family pizza night, playing board games, whatever this is. This is the bonus message from your team, is to do things together, to really solidify that togetherness. That is going to help you guys all up and through this. Oh, they're giving me another message, Tracy, really quickly. Letting them know, like, that you're on the level. Like, look, I know I'm your grandma, okay? But I'm not like superior to you. Like, I'm a person just like you are, and I miss your mama too, and I cry every night. Letting them know that you have shortcomings as well. Like, hey, I'm a grown up, yeah, but sometimes I make poor decisions. You don't have to make poor decisions too, right? Being on the level with them, because kids know a lot more than you think they do, Tracy. And they will respect your candidness here. They will respect your honesty. They will respect you coming in and speaking to them on the level and letting them know that you have struggles and stresses too. Letting them know, like, hey man, I'm really worried about this and now you're causing problems and this is too much on grandma. I need you to help me to handle everything by not adding more to the family's plate. That is what I have for you. Good. I've been trying to do things together. They fight it, but we're working on it. Consistency and the schedule. Like your spirit team is saying, that is important. Being consistent, like every Tuesday at 4 o'clock, we're having Taco Tuesday. You know what I mean? And they know what they can expect. They know what they can count on. If you're able to do that, I know that's not always plausible, but if you're able to have a structured schedule so they know what to anticipate and then they get that follow through. That's very important because things have happened to them that have blindsided them out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And having that, I'm looking forward to this, and then it actually happens. They know what to expect, and they know that they can count on you. They know that they can count on that schedule. Very important to their own healing. Oh man. Now, as promised, Tracy, I'm going to get you a quick talking to heaven card from your daughter. Tracy. That one. Oh, wow. Crazy. Tracy, I am with the rest of the family. But I'm telling you what, darling, I know we saw this, but I'm going to read it for you anyway, because this is from your daughter. That's the one that wanted to fall. But she's also with all of you guys. You know what I mean? Yes, with the rest of the family on the other side. She's not lonely. She's not alone. She's also with all of you guys. Like, I feel like she's so incredibly present with the kids, with you. She's kissing everyone goodnight and tucking everyone in and whispering in your ear, trying to help smooth things out. I really feel this. I really feel this for you. Please don't worry that I'm alone or lonely, because I'm surrounded by all of our loved ones. They met me when I traveled here, and it's been like one sweet family reunion ever since, but without any drama. Every relative and friend you think about is here with me, and they send you their love. Family relationships are quite different here in that there's pure love and no ego competition. So all of the annoying habits have dropped away, and our memories of our human quirks are handled with a compassionate sense of humor. Everyone is in a constant good mood, and no one is in a rush. Defenses have all washed away, and our hearts are all open to one another. From a relationship perspective, this truly is heaven. Although she lets me know that she spends time with you guys. She watches over you guys. She knows you're going to be okay, and she does her best to support you from her spiritual space of being. Tracy, that is what I have for you. She says there's no one else. There's no one else she would want her kids with. If not her, it would be you, of course. So I hope that's not something that's on your mind, because there's no one else that she would want to leave her kids with than you. That's what I have. Disconnecting, honey. Thank you. So I've got Carol. Carol, I've got you next on my list. Thank you for your donation, honey. I've got Carol, then Shannon, then Kimberly. And Carol. Carol has paid for the relationship clarity spread. Happy almost Valentine's Day. You're welcome, Tracy. Hi, Carol. So I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only, Carol. I have a guaranteed list right now of people who have donated. Danielle, yeah, let me write you down. Danielle, I'll give you a quick card after Carol, okay? Okay, let's see, Carol. You. Oh boy. Carol. All right, so Carol, you in the headspace. Major Arcana card number 1, the Magician. Now, this is about making stuff happen, putting your head down, really learning to temper your emotions, making something out of nothing. You know what I mean? I feel like you're really focused on yourself. You're focused on the here and now. You're focused on today, although you do have an outcome that you would like to receive in the future. You're really just like biding time and focusing on the present moment. Not a bad card to have in the headspace here. Now, your person's headspace, 9 of Pentacles. I feel like your person is kind of focused on themselves as well. Okay, focused on themselves, focusing on their money situation, their finances, focusing on trying to thrive and succeed in their solidarity is what I want to say. Really making the best of the present moment as well. Now, in the heart space. In the heart space, Carol, you've got the 9 of Wands, and this is about being a little bit guarded, having some healthy boundaries. Not a bad card. All right. I feel like this is she's guarded, man. And in the heart space, that's like, I just don't want to be hurt, man. I don't want to hope. I don't want to, I can see how you feel this way. I can see how you feel this way. I'm going to give you your person's heart space. Major Arcana card number 9, the Hermit. Person is pulling in and focusing on themselves. All right. So I can see how you're like, well, I'm going to take care of me too. You know what I mean? I'm taking care of my heart. Well, they are really pulling in and learning themselves. They're learning their emotions. They're learning how to live alone. They're learning what makes them tick and deciding. See, that's the thing. Like, they're not guarded. They're just removed. Does that make sense? There's like all these steps between anyone who could reach this person, and you have a fence. Those are almost similar cards, really. This person is removed from, they're really focusing on themselves, learning some self-love. You know what I mean? Learning some self-love and how to be happy, all in their own space, all in their own company. Introspection, how they want to be loved. Now, in the physical, Carol, you've got the 5 of Pentacles, feeling on the outside of the door, feeling a little bit left out. Okay. And I can see you have walls. You're very guarded. I see that because you're feeling somewhat left out, unseen, unsupported. My needs aren't matter. My needs don't matter. My needs aren't being counted. Whatever this could be for you in the physical way, like I'm on the outside from whatever's inside of that door. And there's almost a touch of fed upness. I'll say this right now because the key is there, but she's so despondent here that she's like, fuck it. I don't want that key. I don't even want to go inside unless you come out here and invite me personally. I'm just going to sit here and be mad, right? Now, in the physical sense, your person, Major Arcana card number 21, the World. I feel like this is your person is, I feel like I always see moving in the world. I really do. Expanding the horizons, learning themselves, deciding where exactly they want to go, deciding that they don't live only in this own bubble, right? Their own bubble here. They're really get receiving like alignment. They're getting into alignment with their higher self, with their path, and they're thinking outside the box. I really feel like this is looking around for somewhere else to move, somewhere else to go, because this is in the physical sense, okay? The world. I'm thinking globally. I'm thinking bigger. My life isn't what I thought it was going to be. I'm alone, and I'm trying to be okay with that right now. I'm tending to my own needs, but what else is out there for me? I need to make some kind of change or move at not at this time, but that's what I see here is they're really thinking of all the possibilities, all the options, and what exactly they can do about it. Spiritually, on the spiritual sense, King of Swords, this is you waiting for things to unfold, right? Trying to make wise decisions, relying on your inner knowing, because the king is the master of his thoughts. He's been through it all and he makes wise decisions because he's experienced and he's mature. And on the spiritual sense, I feel like you're really in tune with your spiritual nature and you're doing your best to avoid any pitfalls. You know what I mean? You're doing your best to avoid any pitfalls. Now, your person on the spiritual sense has the Queen of Cups, all right? They are attempting to balance their own emotions. Get in touch with that heart center again. Try not to be overwhelmed with other circumstances that are too much for them. Okay, that's what I see in the spiritual sense for this individual. Queen of Cups, great card to have, very loving individual, but this person is learning self-love. This person is learning not to take less than their own standards and how to, warm up their own food and do their own laundry and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Getting back to the basics of what I'll accept, what I won't, and not letting the world drown me. The world's problems drown me. Whereas you see the big picture. Let's see. I see what you're saying. I get it. Now your intentions toward him, Ace of Cups. I'm in love with this guy, man. He lights my heart center up. Your intentions, there's a little bit of love here. Come on, let's nurture this love. Let's cultivate this love. Let's really make this into something that it could be. But you see how the hands are there? Like, I'm only going to let you get so far in. I'm only going to let you get so far in because there's just too much going on, right? I'm protecting my heart. I'm protecting my heart, although my heart loves you. I see this here. See it coming down? Yes, but there's a limit. Yes, that's what those hands are. They are limiting the access to that cup of love in there. Like, look, man, there's enough's enough. Enough's enough. I see this. Now, their intentions towards you. Five of Wands. I don't like this, girl. Five of Wands. Five of Wands is about a lot of different opinions, people arguing, struggle. Okay, so is he can feel you pulling away, and he's trying to pull you back in. I don't feel like I feel like he wants you to love him. He wants you to need him. And maybe he's trying to trigger some kind of a reaction out of you. That way, like I kind of said with the kids, like any attention's better than none at all. You know what I mean? So those intentions might be like, hey, I'm gonna pick a fight with you. I'll just say this right now. Could be not. I'm gonna pick a fight with you because I want you to engage with me in some way. I feel like that's the only way to get your attention. And that's not the case, but this feels like a manipulation tactic, a coping mechanism, something that he has learned and built into his armor, to draw you back in, like you're saying. But look how many things are going on. Okay, look how many things are going on, and there's one person at the very top who wants to be the one who's waving that fire or whatever, making things happen. But there's so many other things pulling them down. All right. So what is the final guidance card from your spirit team? Eight of Swords, man. Restrictions beyond your control, restrictions that are truly an illusion. Okay. So looking in the mirror and seeing, like, man, this freaking sucks. Look at all this crap, all this stuff going on, but knowing that you can stand up and walk away from all of that. Ah, control. Control issues. I see that, Carol. There's other options that's interested, and he wouldn't like that to lose me. Yeah, I feel this here. He wants to be the one who gets you. I want to be the one, okay? But look, final guidance here is that you're only as restricted as you feel yourself to be. you can walk away. You know what I mean? And deal with whatever happens after that. Unfortunately, I mean, I love this card, but it's really about feeling confined, feeling restricted, feeling and but they're just an illusion. They're just circumstances. The circumstances make you feel restricted, confined, like you're not in a healthy space. I feel frozen, man. I feel like I've got cold feet. I'm asking your spirit team. There is warm love in my heart center, but my feet are cold, man. I'm scared. Whether this be you or him or both of you guys. Okay. So, one thing about the Eight of Swords is that you can get up and free yourself. Yes, you've waited so long and you've been patient enough. Heck yeah. I feel like calling a spade and putting someone on the spot about like this what it is? Like if this is what it is, then you know what? Be real, man. I'm not going to sit and be bound by these circumstances any longer. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to walk away from this fucking mirror. That's what I see here. That is what I see as the final guidance card, and I know that that's scary because you've been patient and you've waited really long. But if you stand up and walk away and go with that other option, even on a date, you know what I mean, or whatever it is, um, that could really shift the tides of the dynamic between the two of you. Um, yeah, as long as he feels like you're still on the hook. Um, I have to say this, Carol. Um, there's a lot of things going on and you may not come first, you know what I mean? Because, oh, well, there's another one. Yeah, well, I feel like walking away is your best option at this moment, exploring your other options, knowing that there's no those restrictions are simply with that scenario and exploring what else is out there. You know what I mean? The scenario's still there, but once those restrictions are removed, you can decide to entertain that again. This person reached out to me this weekend. I suggest that you go in that direction. Your spirit team is saying, but I understand you might be afraid. I understand you might feel unfaithful, you know what I mean? But that's not the case. I know you're a lady and just deciding to go for coffee, you know what I mean? Or something like this can really shake up the energy patterns of I'm not willing to sit around and wait bound and gagged and blindfolded any longer, like not being in the loop about what's really going on, feeling like I can't even show the love that I want to show you. You know what? I got all kinds of love to give and I'm going to do what I want to do until this works out or doesn't. Like really taking the power back and into your own hands and moseying about your day and going about your business. And I feel like that alone is going to spur some kind of really quick change on that forefront. Take that as it resonates. Exactly. Exactly, Carol. I know we always get that three of wands, but it's not here. It's not here. And I feel like you've been patient long enough. I feel like these arguments that are being spurred is just to keep you, on the hook. And yeah, she is. And that's not the smart play here. That's not the smart play to not allow yourself to be fooled any longer. Or I'm not that you've been a fool, but no longer waiting. You have all the power right here. This is just the circumstances surrounding that one scenario. There's a whole other world on the outside of this room. You know what I mean? And exploring that in the meantime can change this reflection that you might see in the mirror after that. That's what I have for you, Carol. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you, darling. Thank you. Thank you. New year, new you. Heck yeah, girl. Heck yeah. Shannon, are you here? Shannon Crowley, what is your request? Danielle, I'm going to pull you a quick card. Danielle, I'm going to pull you a quick card from the Quantum Oracle here. You're welcome, Carol. I love you, darling. Shannon Crowley, I know you made a donation, but I have not seen your comments, dear. So if you could drop into the comments what your request is. Shannon. And Danielle DeCaro, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only for Danielle. Okay, let's see. Thank you for the stars, Carol. Shannon, what is your request, honey? Shannon has donated for a specific request. Danielle. Hello and welcome if you're new. Oh, I'm so glad that resonates with you. Super awesome. Yes, Lee, I will. I'll read for you after Shannon because I received your donation as well. Thank you. Danielle, the card you have is the Eight of Energy, stuck energy, going nowhere. An old-fashioned truck is stuck deeply in the mud, clearly not going anywhere. A frustrated man sits on top trying to discern how he's going to get it out. Similarly, you are looking at a situation in your life where you feel overwhelmingly stuck and you simply don't know how to change things. Perhaps you're in a job that is dissatisfying, yet you feel like you can't leave because of the money. Maybe you're in a relationship that's stifling or even in some way dishonoring to you, yet you feel you must stay. Perhaps for the kids or because you believe you can't make it on your own. Whatever it is, you find yourself so deeply entrenched that you can't seem to move. Yet take a moment to notice the rainbow and the orbs behind the man. Can you see it on the card? These represent the power of your own spirit. And the message here is a life lesson from your soul. It's time to know that you do have the power to resolve this seemingly unresolvable situation. Stop and figure out the logical steps that you need to take. Meditate on the strength of your own soul. You always have options, and you are resourceful and capable enough to figure them out. Only you have the power to choose the direction of your life. No matter what you're dealing with, you can get unstuck. Danielle, that's for you, sweetheart. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you. Okay. So you want advice from your mama. Oh, man. Samuel, I didn't do your reading because I called your name and you didn't answer. So I'll add you down to the end because I would love to go ahead and pull you those cards. Okay. So Shannon Crowley, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. And I want to ask your mother in. Oh, your mom wants to give you a hug, honey. I see her next to you, wanting to grab both of your shoulders and say, "It's okay, baby, it's okay." And she's like rubbing your arms like this. It's okay. Did she have tall hair? I know that sounds funny, but I feel like her hair, I don't know. I feel like her hair, something's funny about her hair. And I'll get you a few cards here. Most definitely. Your mom. I don't know, maybe she flat ironed it, or you know how like when they put their hair back but then they fluff, like you remember those bumpets? Like that kind of thing, like the hair is kind of like whoop, like you know what I mean? Pretty hair though. She had the old lady helmet cut. Oh, okay, her hair. Yeah. I feel it's like pretty tall. It feels pretty tall to me. It looks pretty tall to me, but boy, in her day, she was gorgeous. I'll tell you what. And so incredibly sweet. She wants to, it's not like she's full on the front of you hugging you. It's like she's sitting next to you and she's wrapping her arms around you like this and she's rubbing your arms. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Things are going to be okay. Have compassion for yourself. Keep your dignity. You're going to make it through. She knows what you're going through. She knows what you've been through. She knows about your pain. She knows about your pain. She's rubbing your back right now. She's rubbing your hip right now. Oh, and she says, your head. I see birds like flying around her head, but I feel like your head is. Does she send you birds, darling? I feel like she wants to whisk some thoughts out of your head. Thoughts of not making it. Let me get you my Talking to Heaven cards. It's not that one yet. Thoughts of not being good enough. Thoughts of not, I don't know. Now I see a raccoon. Aww. She was beautiful. We sat side by side and talked, and that's what she did. She rubbed my back. Oh, thank you for the validation, sweetheart. This one. All right, let's read this from the book for you. And then I'll get you a couple more. The card here is Don't Be Afraid. My transition has changed everything for the both of us, and you may be frightened of the future as a result. Please know that you have nothing to fear, my love. Rest assured that all of heaven is watching over you, including me. Although you can't be in my physical presence any longer, you can definitely rely on my spiritual presence, which in many ways is much more powerful than when my soul was limited by my body. My love for you has increased now that I'm no longer restricted or distracted by physical demands. And with my increased love for you, I'm able to help you even more. Now, these birds, like, you know how on like the cartoons, like like the birds will like go around your head, cuckoo, cuckoo, like, you know what I mean? When something happens, like I see that. And then I see like a raccoon lifting his hand up. This is just weirdness. So maybe that's something that has been you've seen in your outer environment. Maybe you recently watched a cartoon or something with your children or at home or wherever. Um, the raccoon. What's with the raccoon? Raccoons are survivors, man. They're swift and they're sneaky, and they can make it through anything. They're like little masked bandits. But you don't underestimate them because they can be lethal, I'll tell you what. Maybe not to people, but to other pets. You are a survivor, and you just don't know what you're capable of until you have to do it, okay? And your mother is saying that you are a survivor and you don't have to wear a mask. You don't have to sneak around. You are your own person, and you can be whoever or however you want to be. And if you want to, I don't know, have a cocktail after dinner, or I don't know, whatever you want to do, like, don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Do you, whatever you need to do to make it through, and know that it's okay, that you're doing the best that you can. You're not crazy. You're not crazy. She wants you to have fun as much as you can. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. There is a divine order behind everything that happens, including the time of my passing. I realized that you weren't ready to let me go, and in many ways, I wasn't ready either. Since my passing, I've received spiritual counseling to help me see the big picture of my life and my death. I now understand that I had to leave the way that I did. It was a part of my soul contract and yours as well. I now see that everything in this universe is mathematically precise. There are no accidents. At some level, your soul knew that I would leave before you did. We've both been preparing for this transition since the beginning of our relationship. I am grateful for all of the beautiful moments that we shared together, along with the lessons I've learned from the difficult times. It's all divinely perfect. You look for signs of her in cardinals, but never see them. Feel her in your body, honey. I feel her rubbing your back. Like, take a moment, take a couple deep breaths and settle in where you're at. Close your eyes and feel your body. Like, just feel your body and notice if you feel a warmth on your back. That's what I feel. I feel like a little warmth, like she's just rubbing your back right there on the shoulders too, like a squeeze, like she's wrapping you up in a shawl or a hug or something. Just take a moment and feel your body and notice what you notice. Sometimes it's not an outward sign. Sometimes it's a physical sensation, a chill, a tingle, just the brush of some touch. I really feel her reaching and touching your shoulders and your back. Now, this is your other card from the Spirit Messages deck by John Holland. Find your center. Okay, she says read it from the book. Hold on. And look at this. You never see the cardinals. Look how red this card is. Look how red this card is. She wants me to read it from the book. This one, Find Your Center. Your outside world is a reflection and manifestation of what is going on inside of you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? This card is aimed right at you at this vital time for many reasons. It's telling you that you need to slow down and find the center of your being right now. We understand on a physical level that it's easy to get caught up in the materialistic world, but we urge you to step back from your outside world so that you can reconnect with your spiritual self long enough to pause, reflect, and heal. When life gets chaotic and you need to pull back from the stresses and strains of daily life, use this card to help you slow the pace down, go within, and reconnect with your spiritual self. Simply close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, breathe deeply, and say to yourself, find your center. By doing so, you'll connect with your soul, where you'll discover that you're able to let go and gently relax into the present, releasing all of those anxieties. When your inside world is at peace, it will be reflected and enjoyed in your outside world with a balanced body, mind, and soul. Whew, I feel like, whew, the body. Your body's in pain, honey. Your body's in pain. And your mother knows this. I feel her touching your face. I'm going to get you one more from your mom, though, her guidance. You wanted advice from her. Oh boy, this back pain. Keep moving forward, man. Your body can't stop you. Although it feels like it can, it sure does. The card you have is the one of consciousness, optimism, bright future. A woman looks joyously at the sunrise over a beautiful valley. Abundant fruit hangs on the trees that surround her. This is a card of great value and achievement. Your reality is shifting in a much more positive direction. Look for an exciting new development in money, romance, or career. This could also manifest as a personal accomplishment or creative success. Old blocks are falling away, and you are choosing to see the light at the end of the tunnel. There is an increased optimism taking hold in your attitude, and you finally determined to raise your consciousness to a more positive outlook. This reveals a much more beneficial mindset than you may have had in the past. Your attitude of optimism ensures that a very bright future, perhaps one you may not have been expecting, is on its way. It is. My back is a mess and I'm a dance teacher. Now, have you recorded your dance lessons? Like, you know, as opposed to dancing it out every time, recording your lesson and playing your lesson and even selling it online, if you will, can be one way that you can get some additional income, honey. Recording your dance lessons and then playing them with the group and then walking around to, correct or adjust people. That way you don't have to keep putting your body through that every time. I don't know if this is something you considered, but this is something that she's suggesting. I don't even know if that's a possibility for you. But to sell your recordings and you can teach people in that way. You can be present for correction or direction, but not necessarily the full effect. Shannon, that is what I have for you, darling. Thank you for letting me read for you. Oh, your mama sends you so much love. She's like, no. Dream with her. Dream with her, Shannon. Pay attention to your dreams. Thank you, Gina. I'm going to put you down. Thank you, sweetheart. You're on the list. I've been relying on my assistants, but I hate not performing it myself. So you're able to pull off a performance and record it. That way, then you can play that performance and not feel like you're letting yourself down by not actually doing it. You can just record it one time and use that in your efforts to continue teaching. Thank you, Shannon. I love you, darling. Dream with her. She keeps saying this. Listen for her words in your ear and dream with her. Write down your dreams. Mugwort, Mugwort, is an herb that you can put in your pillowcase or near your bed to encourage your dream time. Okay. Lepidolite, Lepidolite, Lepid, oh gosh, Olite, is a stone that will do the same thing that you can put in your pillowcase or near your headboard, near your bed, to encourage the flow of your dreams and the memory of your dreams, your dream recognition or cognition. That way you can remember some of the times that she's slipping in with you in the dream time, because I feel like she's there. She's coming into your dreams. She's sending you love. She's really sending you love to your back pain, honey. Really, really. That's what I have for you, Shannon. Thank you. Thank you. But be mindful that if you have anyone else sleeping in your bed, that lepidolite and mugwort can most definitely affect their dream time as well. All right. Lee Price, you darling sweetheart. Lee, I've got Lee, Kimberly, Samuel, and Gina that I'm going to be reading for. Oh, you're welcome, sweetie. Sending you so much love. Yes, and galantamine also is a supplement that you can take. And it does help enhance your dream time and encourage your dream cognition. You're remembering your dreams. But again, you have to take it like every day and then buy some more or whatever. The mugwort is something that you just put nearby, but the mugwort and the lepidolite it can enhance other people's dreams, your pets' dreams, your children, your spouse, anyone else that's sleeping with you. And sometimes it can be too much for people who aren't wanting to enhance their dreams. So just be mindful. The galantamine is a supplement that will affect only you, and the journaling as well. Okay, Lee Price, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good. Only Lee. Your son says, stop talking down on yourself, Mom. You're doing great. Watch what you're saying about yourself to yourself. And yes, the parents are supposed to go first. He knows this. Is that what's breaking your heart? The children shouldn't go before the parent. He's saying that you say this, that you feel this, that it's weighing heavily on you. The children shouldn't go before the parents, but unfortunately that is the case, and he's so sorry. He's so sorry to put you through so much. He just wants to grab you and wrap you up and hold you and hug you and squeeze you. He says it's just killing you. Don't entertain those thoughts. It is what it is, and you can't change it. Oh God, I don't want to have to say this. I don't want to have to say this, but that's what he wants me to say. I feel you might even have pain in your body, Lee. Chest, belly, like I don't know, your uterus, your ovaries, like in that area, and your sacral, because you're yearning for a child that's no longer with us, but he is. Do you see him? Do you see him in your dreams or in your waking moments? He says he you can't see his body, but you can see his energy, like the shimmer. Like if you notice out of the corner of your eye, there's like a shimmer or something, and you look. Let's see. Let me read it. Had something unusual happen this morning. My son always played the guitar. I woke up this morning to the playing of the guitar, but no one was here. And his guitar was still sitting in the corner for the first time in 7 months. I was overwhelmed with peace just for the moment. Thank you, God. That is freaking awesome, Lee. You heard him playing for you. You heard him playing for you. That is so cool. That is so awesome. Now, I feel like you can see him, but he doesn't look like physical any longer. Although, hey, man, I've seen my grandpa and he totally looked like my grandpa with my eyes, but that was like a flighty moment. I had woken up in the middle of the night and I just saw him walk in front of me, and he's in spirit. But really, I feel like in your waking moments, out of the corner of your eye, you're seeing like a shimmer or a dot or a spot or something, and when you look, it's not there. When you look, it's not there. And this is you seeing his energetic signature being so incredibly close by you. There is no such thing as death. I'm as much alive as you are. Whew. Playing the guitar in your house and everything else. You think you do sometimes. Thank you for that. You do. You don't think you do, girl. You do. He's validating that right now. She sees me. She sees me out of the corner of her eye, but she doesn't recognize that it's actually me. I'm as much alive as you are because our souls are a life force energy that can never be extinguished. Only my body has been released, and that was a dense form of energy that was affected by other dense earthly energies. My soul and yours are beautifully fine, high vibrational energies which live for eternity. I am conscious and fully aware of who I am and where I am. You might even say that I'm more aware now that I'm free of the distractions of the physical world. Please know that I am happy and healthy in a spiritual sense. In many ways, I'm even more available to you than I was on the earth because I'm more alive than ever. And he lets me know that the restrictions that he had that were holding him back, they don't have a hold on him any longer. He doesn't have pain. He doesn't have suffering. He doesn't have to sacrifice anything. He has suffering to watch you suffering, is what he's telling me right now on the bottom. Opened right to it. I have a new understanding. Ironically, I understand life so much better now that I'm not physically alive. Of course, my soul, like yours and everyone else's, is very much alive. In fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, our emotions and our psyches can get wounded, but those are still a part of the human ego, so they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I've learned to have complete compassion for myself. Whew, the compassion he's telling me that he has for himself was for the times when he was too rough, too physical, like maybe he got in fights or hurt people, hurt himself, and that hurt people. Basically, I've learned to have complete compassion for myself, for everyone, and for the process of life. I wasted so much time judging myself and others, and I held back because of insecurities that had no foundation. Now I see that there's nothing to fear at all because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please learn from my experiences. Live your life with gusto and joy. And he's indicating a ring. Do you have a ring, a special ring? And he's also acknowledging a birthday that's coming up or maybe just passed, but I feel like this month or next month. Birthday. Whose birthday? And a ring, a special ring. I'm also going to grab you one of these spirit messages. Oh, nope, no book for that. Oh, he died the day before your birthday. Oh boy, Lee. Oh man. Wow. That was the acknowledgement on the birthday. Goodness. No wonder he's sending such condolences. My heart goes out to you and him. The card that you have here from the Spirit Messages deck is listen. You have to be willing to listen if you want to really understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention not to just what's being said, but to what lies beneath the words. Now, sometimes I'm in a bit of the future, so I really feel like maybe you'll be getting a ring soon. If you can't pin the special ring right now, like there's something going on with the ring. Pay attention. Pay attention in your outer environment. He had a ring put up for his former fiance. They were trying to get back together. We gave it to her. Oh my goodness. And look at this. Joshua's mother died on his birthday. Oh, my heart goes out to you. I've had that in my family too. I have had that in my family too, where someone dies on someone's birthday or someone's born on the date someone died. Like that is some kind of synchronicity, isn't it? Synchronicity. What else? Now, have you been going to the doctor? I mean, you did say you go to the doctor, but I'm feeling like he attends your doctor's appointments with you, honey. Maybe the pain you've been feeling. I don't know. I'm feeling like feeling into my organs here, like a kidney doctor or even just a pain management doctor. I'm not sure what kind of doctor you're going to, but it's like a specialist. It's not just a regular old general practitioner. Specialist appointments. He's letting me know that he goes and he sits with you. Endocrinologist. Okay, I could have never picked that up. Okay, endocrinologist. Yes, it's a specialist. Most definitely. He sits with you during these appointments. He taps in with you during these appointments. He holds your hand during these appointments and he knows He knows your struggle, and he's so glad that you're taking care of those things. He's so glad that you haven't given up on life and you haven't given up on yourself. You have so much life left to live. You did not die with him. He's telling me she thinks that. She thinks that. You did not die with him. You're living for him. A tumor on your adrenal and kidney. Kidney. See, I told you he knows this. He's telling me this. He checks in on you. He's present with you, sweetheart. He's so present with you, and he's so incredibly proud of you for keeping on, keeping on. He knows it's not easy, but he's so glad that you are still living because you have a lot of awesome shit to do in your life, he says. A lot of awesome shit to do. And he cannot wait to see you do it, Lee. That is what I have for you, darling. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. And thank you for letting me breathe through your son. I send you so much love. And I know you feel like a part of you died. I get it. There's no time limit on grief. There's no timeline on healing. And you are doing your very best, and that's all you can do. And you're making it through it. He says, you're making it through it, Mom. You're making it through it. And I'm proud of you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm disconnecting now. All right. Let's see. Kimberly Mary, you've waited quite some time, honey, and you donated for a past, present, and future. Kimberly Mary, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Kimberly, past, present, and future with my Light Seers Tarot here today. One more time. You're welcome, Lee. I love you, dear. Past, present, future. Whew. All right. Kimberly. Kimberly, in the past position, you have the Seven of Cups. Now, cups is emotions, and this is having a lot of different options and trying to make a wise decision, okay? So this being in your past position, I feel like you made the best choice that you could at the time, and it probably felt like the right thing to do. Now, with this in your present, you have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like it feels like no longer the right decision. I feel like maybe you almost made a mistake, okay? But your spirit team wants you to know that making a mistake is a part of the learning experience. All right. So you were making the best decision you could at the time, probably a logical decision. Yes, I am still taking donations if you'd like to get added to the list because I'm nearing the end of the list actually. And once we're all done, I'll do a quick group message for everyone who's still here live or on replay. So Kimberly, I feel like your spirit team wants me to say to you that even mistakes are a chance to learn valuable lessons that your soul wants to learn. And once you have learned that lesson, you have the ability to see it and sense it and not repeat the same mistake. So I feel like where you're at right now is with this Four of Pentacles in the present position. You are figuring out what's most important to you, and you are holding it very close to your chest. I feel like my heart is broken. I feel like maybe you're leaving a scenario, you're leaving a place, a job, a relationship, a situation. You're turning your face away from any nonsense, bullshit, and things that don't matter. And you're deciding which direction you really want your life to go in. And you may be a bit afraid because you weren't so happy with what landed you here in the now, right? But your spirit team wants me to say to you, wouldn't you rather learn the lesson early and move on and then have a bright future ahead of you? Because that's what I see here. In the present, you're deciding, okay, what do I need? I need my coffee pot. I want my cat, and I'm going to go to this town because that's where I feel I will thrive. And being in this kind of a state where you know what, hey man, I left everything behind because things are replaceable. You know what I mean? My future ahead, I can buy all new things. I can go get whatever it is that I want. I'm really taking only what is most dear to me, most precious to me, and that's what I'm really focused on. And in your future, you have the King of Cups. Kings, the court cards can be relationships, like people in our lives. If she's not here, she can see her reading on the replay. King of Cups is, it could be a person, right? Maybe you are leaving a relationship, a town, a job, whatever this is, and on the other side of that future is somebody really important to meet, somebody who's going to be important in your life. This could be a masculine energy who is a mentor, teacher, or partner. Okay. This could also be you learning from your mistakes of the past. I see this here, man. Like, man, I made this decision. I rushed into this. I thought it was the right thing to do, but look, it's broke my heart, right? I'm sad that things didn't work out the way I wanted them to. Now I'm regrouping and I'm deciding what the next best step is for me from where I stand now. And you have that knowledge, you have that emotional maturity now that you have learned from this, and you can now handle anything life throws at you because you've bravely made it through everything else. Like, that's what I see here with the King of Cups in the future. You're not going to be overwhelmed by your emotions any longer. You can see with clarity what it is to be happy, what you need to sustain your own happiness, your own emotional integrity, your own quality of life that you desire to have. Okay. And you're learning from the past. So I firmly suggest, your spirit team is firmly suggesting to you that you do not that you don't look back. You continue to look forward. Even if the past is niggling at you, calling you back. Well, but listen, if we'll do it this other way, like, say you're deciding, I'm going to quit this job because I'm moving to a new town, going to look for another job there, whatever, and your old job says, well, we'll pay you $1 more an hour, right? You know what? No, my future ahead is better than I can imagine. I'm leaving the job for a reason. Okay, take that as it resonates. No matter how much they'll pay you, it's not enough to go back. Okay, because the future is everything that you need. All right. The future and forward motion progress is everything that you need, Kimberly. And the hard part is now deciding what to take with you, deciding to move forward instead of be pulled back into those same old other options. The new options is something different, something else, something elsewhere, something different than something you previously considered, had, or discarded. Okay, that is what I have for you right now. You have emotional maturity. Not everyone has that, but you need to hold on to that so that you can take yourself to the next level. Even if you're afraid, even if it seems uncertain, even if right now is like temporary, or I really feel like sometimes, like you see a hurdle and you be like, oh man, I kind of want to go around that, or just stay right here and not have to deal with the hurdle. You're dealing with the hurdle with bravery, with strength, with guts, because you know what's right for you is not this thing. You're going to jump this hurdle and you're going to jump into something that is so much better than anything you could have imagined. So keep moving forward, Kimberly. Beautiful reading for you, dear. Thank you for letting me read for you. I'm going to disconnect from you, sweetheart. Samuel. Okay, let's see. Says a real person. Because I'm a real person, just like anyone else, just like you guys. I'm a real person. That's a new tattoo. Now I'm all balanced. I'm not lopsided. That's real stuff, man. Anyone can connect on their own. This happened to me. I wasn't always a medium. I wasn't born psychic. Like, anyone can connect on their own. Your spirit team, your past loved ones want to reach out to you, and they want you to hear and receive them and perceive their messages. I'm simply a medium. I'm in between you and them, and I'm giving you the message, but you can get it all on your own if you just put in the effort, if you place your attention and focus there, if you believe it is possible for a regular, real person just like you and just like me to do that. You can. You can. Samuel, are you still here? Samuel, I'm going to give you a quick past, present, and future. Summer Dawson, I'd love to pull you a card after that. You know what, Danielle? I was sick when I got my hand done. And I thought, should I really do this to my body when my immune system's whatever? You know what I mean? And I was like, just do it. Just do it. And I love it. Totally love it. So Samuel, I'm going to go ahead and ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Samuel. Whoa. All right. We're going to go with these. Past, present. You got 2 future cards. They fell for you. I'm giving them to you. Past, Samuel. You have major arcana card number 1, the Magician. All right. So in the past, you were keeping your head down, focused on your emotions, trying to learn to deal with things in a healthy way, make something out of nothing, really focused on the whole tattoo therapy, right? Really focused on the whole of how was the pain. It wasn't so bad. I mean, I have like tattoos other places, you know what I mean? It wasn't terrible. It wasn't like this block was like, they filled it in. This is just like a few words. So it was pretty quick. It wasn't so bad. So Samuel, all right. I see here that you were putting your all into making something work in your life, like really the vision you had, putting your head down, discounting anything else, all right, to really focus on what's important to you to manifest in your life. This is in the past position. Present position, you have the 9 of Wands here. I'm guarded. I'm protecting whatever this was that I've been working towards. I'm kind of keeping emotional distance, and I'm making sure to tend to my fence and my boundaries, keeping things up to standard. Like I feel like you were working on achieving something that was super important to you. And now you're working on keeping it, right? Maintaining it, making sure that things stay the status quo, making sure that she loves it. I love the pain. No, I don't. I don't really love pain. I'm not one of those guys. But it was worth it because it's forever. You know what I mean? Samuel, so really keeping healthy boundaries. All right. This is where you're at right now. Keeping yourself at a distance from things that don't support the vision of the life that you have been manifesting. Okay. Kind of keeping your eyes out and peeled to make sure that nothing's going to come in to shake up the status quo. Now, what I have in your future position, 2 cards here, man. Page of Pentacles, new job, money venture, maybe learning a new skill or trade, standing within this circle, just standing on one foot, juggling this pentacle, again with the face turned to the side, hood up, not paying attention to anything that does not support the vision of the sustainability of your life, okay? That's what I see here for you, but also the Knight of Cups, all right? So I want you to know with this card that you are learning or will be learning, taking on a second job, new skill, new trade, whatever, money venture. Maybe you're buying a house. This could even be that, and juggling to make sure that this is sustainable for you and your family, and it will be. But also this Knight of Cups, you're seen. Okay. So making sure that you rise to the occasion, that you're charming, you're charismatic, and you be sure to put all of that into this effort with you is going to be sustainable. I got to say this right now. This guarded energy is so different from the Knight of Cups energy. Okay. Guarded, that kind of like takes away from your charisma a little bit because you're like, skeptical. You're looking through a lens of skepticism, like what's going to go bad, what's next, I can't have that, right? But instead focusing on the longevity of your financial sustainable plan, but also keeping the wit and the charm that you have about you, dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, showing up looking your best, feeling your best, being the gentleman with your hat in your hands and the flowers and all this and that. Hey, maybe this is tomorrow. Maybe you're really going to woo your girl or something like this with your Valentine's plans. I don't know. But the Knight of Cups is a charming individual. It's not just my knowledge and my skill that sell myself. It's my personality and my charisma that make it last in the long term. Okay, that's what I have for you in the future position. That is your reading, Samuel. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I'm going to disconnect from you. Good for you, man. Creating the life that you desire, something that is long-term sustainable. Good for you, making healthy choices. It's challenging, man. It's challenging to better our lives, right? To show up and be the best version of ourselves all the time, no matter what. Like, that's not always realistic. We all have struggles. Am I losing folks? Oh, Summer Dawson. Summer Dawson. I'm going to pull you a quick card from the Quantum Oracle. From the Quantum Oracle here. And then Gina, you'll be the last one. And then I will do a group message. I'll have pick a group message so you guys can pick your option, okay? So, Summer Dawson, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Summer, I'm glad you caught me as well. So glad to be seen. So glad to be here. I've been under the weather for like 5 weeks, and I'm just trying to really push myself to get back into the swing of things. And I psychically predict that after this, I will lose my voice. I probably won't be able to speak very well for the rest of the night. But hey, it's worth it, man, because my bills need paid too. You know what I mean? Otherwise, these lights shut off and I'm in the dark and you guys don't see me. Summer, this is your card. The 5 of energy. The card is fear, worry. A frightened woman looks down a ridge that drops sharply below her, though in the distance is the peace and safety of her beautiful and stately home. This card indicates that a fearful attitude has overtaken you lately, and you can't seem to break away from the anxiety filled view of things. There may, in fact, be something problematic in your daily life. If so, the issue has consumed you, and your worry has actually made you feel like you've lost your power completely. This is not the case. You do have the power to turn things around, and you certainly have the inner strength to choose a more optimistic approach. This card could also indicate a strong pattern of self imposed worry when there's really nothing to worry about. Like the woman in the picture, all you have to do is look around to see the peace and beauty already in your life. You can work on letting these negative patterns go. Choose the energy of trust instead of fear and know that you have the power to handle anything that may come your way. Your self trust honors your soul's strength. And there's an affirmation on this card I'll give you. An affirmation that you can say to yourself: I release worry and choose trust. My peaceful choices expand the peace and power in my life. I release worry and choose trust. My peaceful choices expand the peace and power in my life. I want to tell you, sweetheart, when we worry about things, oh gosh, Spirit wants me to tell you, dear, some of the things that we have going on in our life are completely valid to worry about. Stuff in our family, finances, the house, the community, the world at large, everything that's going on. There's a million reasons to worry, especially if you watch the news. Okay. The news is like the worry pit. They show you all the most fantastical, crazy stuff, and then you're worried it's going to happen in your neighborhood, that kind of thing. So when we worry about our loved ones, a situation, anything at all, when we worry about the worst happening, we are keeping that thread alive and adding energy to the actual manifestation of that thing coming to pass. Okay. So when you're worried about something, the best thing you can do is call in spirit, pray. The power of prayer is huge. God, spirit, source, higher power, higher self, angels. I'm so worried about my cousin so and so. I place them in your hands. Please help them through their situation. I'm so worried about COVID. I'm so worried about war. I'm so worried about illness. I'm worried about financial destruction. I'm worried about whatever in the heck it is, and place it in the hands of the angels. You can literally like visualize God's hands and you putting that person there and just see that and lift that person up, as opposed to worrying about the worst. I'm going to trust that you are going to take care of this, because really spirit is the big guns on the operation, man. Those are the major forces in the universe that you can call towards and say, hey, help. We need your help over here. And this is what it is, right? Lift that up to the angels and give it to them, and then shift your focus and do something completely else. Don't add to the negative energy of something happening. I know it's challenging, but you can train your mind to be better about that. You really can. And your spirit team is saying it's very important to do that. And not only that, but with your words. You see how I can't, like, they want me to don't speak. Oh gosh, don't speak in the absolutes. That always happens. We never get a break. Things are always terrible. She always gets sick, right? then you're reaffirming that that is going to happen because it always happens in your belief system. So being mindful about training your mind, about the words that you speak. I know that there's a lot of thought. There's a train of thought, a mindset where people go, oh, I can have these negative feelings inside of me, but as long as I don't speak it out loud, I'm a good person. And that doesn't mean you're not a good person, but know that thinking these thoughts still have energy. They add to the manifestation of those things in your life. Thinking these thoughts, having these feelings, you can learn to train yourself away from the more negative or lower vibe feelings in your life and open up to something more positive. Hope is so much more positive than worry. I hope things will be okay. In fact, when you lift this problem of worry up to the angels, I hope for the best resolution possible and envision that in your mind. Spirit, this is what it could be. This is what it should be. This or better, God, please step in. We need you. They will step in if you request their assistance, but you have to be the one to do that. That is what I have for you, Summer. Thank you so much for letting me repeat, Arlen. Many blessings to you. Train your brain, train your words, shift your attention. You can do it. All right, Gina Wright, you lovely lady. I love you, my bestie. You have paid for a past, present, and future reading. Gina, I'm going to ask your higher self to step into this reading for messages of your greatest and highest good only. Gina. Past, present, future. Wow. This is interesting. You're welcome, Summer, and thank you. Gina. In the past position, you have Major Arcana card number 9, the Hermit. This is spending a lot of alone time, really introspectively looking at yourself, your own needs, deciding what lights you up, deciding what direction you want to go in. And look how far removed she is from like life and civilization. I know you've just come back from a trip and you were kind of out in the boondocks. So this is funny to me that this is in your past position, spending a lot of alone time. Really getting to know you, cultivating your inner light, deciding what's working for you and what's not going to work for you and what lights you up and what doesn't, and kind of being, at a distance from anyone else and not being so upset about that. You know what I mean? In the present scenario, you have the Two of Swords. All right. This feels like a stalemate, indecision. All right. She's got a couple options in her mind. She's kicking them around, but she's not ready to make any decision. In fact, she can't think outside of this. What's going on? This, that. I just don't know. I feel stuck. I feel really stuck in my head about this. I feel like indecision is what I'm really getting on this. You might already know what these options are in your brain. Or you might not have any idea, but you just know that something needs to give, something needs to change, and you can't quite see what the solution is in front of you yet. But there's definite thoughts there that are really taking up headspace, that are keeping you frozen into non-action, all right, in the present. And that's because you've learned some things about yourself, and you've learned kind of like what's not working in your life, and now it's time to make those changes and like, oh fuck. I don't want to have to say something. I don't want to have to do something different. I don't want to have to make changes. I want to bury my head in the sand and pretend like things are going to work themselves out. Check this out. In your future position, you have Major Arcana card number 18, the Moon. The Moon is about illuminating past issues and seeing things clearly for what they really are. You see the black, you see the white. The Moon illuminates what's previously been hid in the darkness. And this is learning from the past, girl, not going back to the past. You see how she's fucking drowning? She is drowning in the water, and in tarot, water can be emotions. All right. So she's like, oh my God, I am just inundated. There's no way. This is in your future position. So in the future, you are learning from your past mistakes and you are not making them again. I'm telling you that right now. Yes, indecision. You are learning from your past mistakes. You see things clearly for what it is, and you are not making those same mistakes again. So I must say this. If you're learning from the past, your future looks like nothing you've ever seen before. And that might be the indecision here. Like, oh my gosh, but the unknown. But the unknown is not safer than what I know already, because something that's familiar, no matter how much it might bring you down, that's not better than something that is unknown. That's what I see here. I understand. Yes, girl, not going back. I feel like there's more. With this being in the future position, might even be offered to you. But remember that you don't want to drown. I almost feel like you're going to discover new information, Gina. You're going to discover new information that's going to make you, that's going to move you out of this space of, I don't know what to do, or I want to do this, but what about these factors, right? You're going to discover new information, like the choice is going to be taken out of your hands almost. That's what I feel. I know you're not going back, but just take this as it resonates. I almost wonder if Ann and Ryan and the kids aren't going to move again. Like, I don't know. Just that, take that as it resonates, all right? We'll see what happens in the future, but I almost feel like maybe they're going to move again. And that's the whole reason you moved there in the first place. And you're going to be like, oh my God, well, now what do I do, right? Now what do I do? Now that whatever has happened, and you guys are going to go your own way, and do I follow you? Do I go again? I don't know. I feel this here. Your life is about you, and I know you want to stay close to them, but I don't know what this is. Spirit protects you, sweetie. Hey, I could be wrong. Not every psychic's 100% all the time. But I feel like it could be Jennifer. It could be, I don't know, your son, maybe. I feel like somebody is going to make a big giant change, or what is this? They don't, spirit protects you. Now I do me, I guess. Exactly. Exactly. Because your same past, giving your all in the past has gotten you to the place where you are now. Not that it's a bad place, okay? But I believe that you have now learned the lessons. You know what I mean? You've learned what the repercussions are of the actions that you have taken in the name of others, instead of your own will, your own ideas, your own wantings, your own yearnings. Your soul is going to yearn for you to make some kind of changes. Maybe that's what this is. Your soul is yearning for changes. And this is you learning from the past, not just allowing it to keep teaching you lessons. Gina, that's what I have for you, darling. New things on the horizon, not the same old stuff as you've had before. Big differences, like big differences. And it starts with you knowing what's right for you and giving your goddamn self grace. Quit kicking yourself when you're down, is what your spirit team is saying. Look at this. I shuffled these cards a million times, and then boom, this landed on the bottom again. Don't kick yourself when you're down. There's a whole world of assholes out there who are ready to kick you, who don't give any shits about you at all, and they better not, or I punch them right in their face. But real stuff. There's a whole world of non-supportive people who don't care what you do. You have to support yourself, even when you let yourself down. Even when you let yourself down. Like, we're all human, man. We are all real people just doing our best. And if that's what you did in that moment, if that's what you need to do in that moment to get by, to do your best, to do the next thing, hey, thank God that you are the beautiful soul that is you. You are a huge, valuable contribution to this world, whether you know it or not. The lives that you touch send this ripple effect. You leave this imprint of love, of memory, of emotional quality that others don't necessarily put out. You should know this. The impact and the effect that you have on people versus, say, other people that you know, and the impact that they have on people, like two totally different things, night and day, like that moon, black and white, two totally different things. To value yourself for the quality that you put out into the universe, to strangers, to people you know. Value yourself and give yourself grace for being human. Give yourself every bit as much grace as you give me, lady, because you deserve it. I love you. I'm disconnecting from you now. All right, friends. I still have 9 people on the broadcast. Let's do a quick group message. Pick your card, 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3 from the Spirit Messages deck by John Holland. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, you are. Don't worry. 1. 1, 2, or 3. Drop it in the comments. What's your choice? 1, 2, or 3. Oh, it's this one. It wants to pop. 1, 2, or 3. Thank you guys for tuning in with me. I am available for limited bookings at this time. I'm only taking 30-minute appointments. And if you use discount code ROSE5, ROSEFIVE, you will save $5 off of your 30-minute session, which I have reduced the price to $60 for a 30-minute session. So saving that $5 will give you $55 for 30 minutes one-on-one with me on Zoom, plus a recorded digital copy of your session to do with what you'd like. And we can jump into so many different areas: mediumship, energy healing, psychic intuitive guidance, animal communication, pet mediumship, whatever you need, past life integration. I do so many different things, guys, and I'm here for you. My booking link is in the description box, and it's also my Book Now button on Facebook. So if you pick number 1, there's blue butterflies on this card. Maybe that speaks to you. The card is study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Study. Expand your mind. Learning from the past, learning new things, or learning old things in a new way. Lisa loved butterflies. I knew it, Carol. That's why I said somebody speaking about the butterflies here. Somebody's saying a hello from heaven on these butterflies here on this card. Beautiful card, study. If you pick number 2, the card you have is strength. Strength comes from many sources. Staying strong brings confidence, conviction, and a balanced body, mind, and soul. Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis. You're never really alone, as we are always with you. Card number 2, strength. You can make it through whatever in the heck you're going through. Your past loved ones are always with you. So is your spirit team. So are your guardian angels. You can make it through this. The way we are continually, it says, Spirit has its own unique and beautiful way of replenishing your soul with strength on a continual basis, because we got to go through shit that makes us strong, right? We endure, we persevere, we're resilient, and we become strong. We make it through. That's how we get strong. And your spirit team and your past loved ones in spirit, they support you, and they know that you are strong enough to make it through whatever you're going through right now. Whatever you've been through, your future is bright. Number 3, if you chose number 3, the card you have is have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly, something totally unlike you, something just for the joy of it? It's long overdue for you to let go of your analytical mind and give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. And I see children in this card. I see togetherness in this card. I see hope in this card. I see stargazing, cloud gazing. These people are having a blast, and so should you. That's how you keep your vibe raised. I'm telling you, I became a medium in an instant in church because I was having fun. I was happy. I was joyous. I was singing. I was smiling. I was feeling the love for my family. And my past loved one busted through and spoke words to me and shook my shoulders and asked me to deliver messages. It could happen to any one of us at any time, but your vibe has to be in the right place. And it starts with having fun from time to time. It starts with lifting your vibration to a place where they can reach you. So do something for you, even if it's something that is silly. Play a video game, draw, do some art, take a walk, whatever it is that brings you joy. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else. If it makes you happy, Do that to lift your spirits, man. We need that from time to time. With all the struggle we got going on in this world, we need that from time to time. And Spirit is saying, you need that. You need that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. It's been a joy and a pleasure, and I love all of you. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And until then, I send you guys so much love and so much blessings. Bye, friends.